All
I
right.
sent to the group chat. I'm sending Dylan wearing that. Wearing.
I forgot
Dylan,
about that.
Dylan knows that I have this. It's not even blackmail. It's just like, oh, who's Dylan? And I go, oh, this describes him pretty well. Oh, who's Dylan? And I go, oh, this describes him pretty well.
He's a man wearing his own face. He's a man wearing I know exactly what picture you're talking about, too. I know exactly what picture.
All right. All of that has been caught by the stream, but it was good for an audio check.
Hi!
Hey.
All right, let's go. All right.
3
Only
different pictures. Oh, God.
what?
Because each one's a different pose. It's great.
All right. We are the Guys Gone Wildemount. Ready to
Bad.
kick back into our Dungeons and Dragons game. Last session, y'all and Arkin, the sorcerer, had a nice little exploration of a ruin out in the wastes of Xhorhas, culminating in the location of several artifacts of the Moonweaver, a god of lovers finding each other in the in starlight and whatnots. You have returned to find out that spider job you guys never went to go investigate apparently turned into a giant explosion of spiders attacking the city, with a figure very similar in dress and appearance somewhat to Ur'Durz, your hobgoblin fighter. You have since been handed a token that Ur'Durz can present to the guard to be like, that's not me, you're looking for a different hobgoblin in a dragon scale cloak.
It's coming in.
And you all are currently outside of Lady Olios's tower, where she is, oversees operations of the city. It is at this point you see across the street there is a wagon with a very well-dressed older tiefling man, a sort of a graying goatee, these like pure red eyes, horns slightly adorned with looks like gold leafing or something, and a very proper tucked cloak and robes going on, along with a looks like a human assistant who seems to be at sort of towards the head of the cart. Arkin sees this man and is like, "Hey, give me a minute," and walks across the street to go talk to the man.
And Doug is stunned. That's absolutely what he would do. Maybe even some of these with like the shirt and the neck. Hey, give me a second.
A few dabs.
There's my a couple of dabs going on. He just dabs across the street. It's like instead of the like Naruto run, it's like a dab.
This is my locomotion.
That's how he casts fly.
Yeah.
A few minutes go by. The conversation is happening between the two of them. Bud is standing there dealing with his newfound intellect. A score 3 times, more than 3 times the intelligence score he had at the start of last session. I just said that out loud and comprehended the consequences of that to like any normal person. Like imagine just putting on a hat and being like I took high school biology, to be like, no, I can. You don't understand. I can recite the human genome.
He's getting visibly like angry though. Like as things that used to not bother him that have happened to him, he's realizing that like people had ulterior motives, like he's gotten screwed out of so many deals.
Yeah.
And he's just getting angrier and angrier.
That would be the kicker, is the trigger to a cross class into barbarian is a headband of intellect. So Arkin, sort of almost defeated looking, kind of walks back across the street to the group. It's like, thanks everyone for your help. I nearly died, I think a couple times in the last week or so. But yeah, so I stole this thing from my dad, and that's him. And I'm either going back with him or I'm going to jail. So
I'm going to jail.
Go to jail! Yay!
Well, thanks for staying with us while you could.
Yeah, I hope to find you again sometime. You guys are a solid group of dudes. You okay, bud? Okay. Well, yeah, I'll be back in the capital, for a while until I figure something out. So.
Right, well, we'll come get you if we need you. Otherwise, take care.
Okay.
Sorry you had to leave like this.
Yeah.
Try not to steal anything else from your father. He seems like he kind of a hard ass.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of the point, but didn't
Next
work out.
time, just let us know. We can help you.
He points to the other three of you guys. Goes, well, good luck with that. Turns around, heads back over to gets in the carriage. The human man kind of takes a pointed look at the group, and then escorts gives the father a hand getting up into the carriage, shuts the door, and gets in the driver's seat and starts guiding this wagon out of town.
Fancy boy.
Oh yeah.
No idea he came from money. Strange. Well, what now? Gotta go get the hobgoblin with the dragon cloak, right? Well, your
That
brother.
doesn't seem like a thing issue. I'd like to get the good name of our friend Ur'Durz cleared up. Because right now, it seems like someone who looks an awful lot like you has people all in a tizzy.
Sounds about right.
As you guys are talking about that, there's a like a pat on Ur'Durz's shoulder, and there's a drow soldier with a couple more just at the corner of the street, just being like, "Excuse me, sir, can we ask you a few questions?"
Sure.
That's not the hobgoblin you're looking for.
Do you wave your hand?
Yeah.
Ur'Durz, remember you have a thing from the lady in charge. They're like, well, so we're on the lookout for a hobgoblin man with a very similar cloak to what you appear to be wearing, and also,
We are too, you racists. It's not this one.
I'm shocked because I think that's like the fullest sentence I've ever heard Bud say.
Well, anyways, where have you been the last few days?
I've been at the... What's that lady's name again that gave us the coin?
Lady Oleos?
Oh,
You're literally
I was
out.
at Lady...
You're literally outside her tower.
Oh, yeah. I was at Lady Oleos' place. She gave me this coin.
He kind of looks at it and goes, oh. Alright, so you've already been cleared by Lady Oleos. Alright, very well. About your day. And kind of goes back to the other soldiers.
Profile harder next time.
Okay.
Oh, I have a headache.
I don't know how it's gonna happen, but I want this to lead to a Flowers for Algernon situation.
I didn't get that reference.
A what?
Well,
Yeah.
like, essentially, I imagine there's going to be a critical moment where Bud has to put on a different helmet and attune to that to get some extra strength, but in doing so, he has to remove this intellect.
Am I the only one who read Flowers for Algernon in middle school? That was a good reference, and I feel like
It was
in
solid. Yeah, no, you got it. Nailed it.
Yeah. Nope.
Completely wasted on me.
Yeah, me and
I have no
Dylan
idea
just
what
like,
you're talking about.
Sorry.
Well, Google it later and laugh at my clever literary reference.
That's a 19 intelligence joke.
I was busy playing Dungeons and Dragons and not having sex with women.
In middle school?
Well, for a while, yeah. Wait, no, we didn't start playing until we were like 14. Never mind. Halo 1 it was. All right.
Classic.
Monkey remembers. All right. So, what are you guys doing?
We need to search for Ur'Durz.
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 Erdans.
That sounds like a man. Straight up on Ur'Durz, Ur'Durz. That's not me.
Monkey, you can turn your audio up a little bit too. You're a little on the quiet side.
The only hint we had
Is this better?
original.
Yes.
Oh, the world's biggest truck is driving by. Sorry, a fantasy world biggest truck. A really big horse-drawn carriage, if you will.
As you say that, everybody make a perception check.
Ur'Durz.
It's a big 3 from old Chilito.
I got a 12.
I got 3 too.
Oh shit.
15.
15. So weirdly, Bud is the only one that notices this. And as your intellect is awakening, you're having a lot of like past images of things that have happened in your life and a lot of reflection, a lot of thinking about how things work. But as you breaking through the clouds, you do see what appears to be a small sailing ship in the sky, some gems underneath aglow, and some unfurled sails catching the wind. Apparently at a weird angle too. Like seems to be small humanoids scrambling on the deck, trying to right the direction of the thing as it drifts in sort of an odd angle across the sky.
That airship is in mild peril.
There's a bit of a huh, and then everybody.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it shouldn't be operating that way. It should be above. The stones give it the float that it needs. But it's listing.
Well, how you feeling there, buddy? Where's this coming from?
I'd say
Give me your water
Chucholito and Ur'Durz kind of glance up and don't see what he's talking about, but Borg,
Yeah.
you do see what he's talking about. There is an airship and it is drifting. It's not sailing like straight ahead like you would expect like a ship to sail. It's listed off sideways slightly and kind of drifting.
He's right. It's right up there. Yeah, I wouldn't believed it if I hadn't seen it myself. There's an airship up there. But, they're all the way up there and we're all the way down here, so I don't know what we can do about that. So, what's Ur'Durz look like?
What should we do to fix it?
Tell us, Bud, tell us.
As you watch it, it eventually rights itself and it is flying in a straight line.
Looks like some amateurs piloting this thing. Or they lost power. We could go to the airship yards and ask questions if we're curious, but I think Ur'Durz is a bigger priority right now.
I just love this. How we just like, oh, did you lose power? And they're like, oh yeah. Okay, bye. Like, how do we help? What can we do in this situation? Are there normally airships here? Does anyone know? I haven't seen one in my time in Roshana. I mean, Asarius.
Yeah, you've only maybe seen one over in the capital, but you haven't seen one here in Asarius before. And it's heading southward, like to the south of the city, basically.
Weird. Do I know if there is an airship dock down in that area?
You guys have actually spent some time over there getting set up for the settlement transportation to the new settlement for the Kryn dynasty, and you have not seen anywhere an airship would hook up, like, other than just like landing on the ground.
Oh, okay. Well, what can you tell us about Ur'Durz?
Me?
Yeah? Yes,
As
yes,
Borg
Ur'Durz,
says to
what can you tell us?
Chuchalito, I guess.
Something about the sewers. That's about all I know.
We were the lead guards for the queen, right?
I like how James has gone back to watch none of his backstory video.
I've been busy, man. I've been busting my ass outside building the fence.
Yeah, that's fair.
He said to the guards in their interview, Queen Loth, Spider Queen, bad. Anyway, he broke free, so they probably want him dead, but his brother apparently still serves her. Ouch!
That's a good memory you have, bud. Sorry to hear about that headache.
Yeah, every time I talk.
Would you mind if I saw that water flask you've got there?
Sure.
I kind of take it, pop it open, and smell it.
Water.
Okay, there you go. I don't know where these ideas are coming from. Do we follow their ship? Do we go looking for Ur'Durz? There's guys in the sewers we need to smash.
Yeah. I don't know where Ur'Durz would be.
Well, when originally the spiders were brought up to us, it was mentioned that they were in the sewers. I have to imagine that couldn't be a terrible place to start.
We should follow that airship and see if they lost power, I'm thinking. I'm joking. Let's go to the sewers. That's a great idea.
Alright, so you guys are planning to go explore the sewers. Don't know that you know of a convenient entrance to the sewers, or a specific one. Asarius is a fairly large city.
Would you be able to go ask Lady Oleos again, where all this trouble was being had in the sewers?
There is a guard who's been like standing there just like listening to this whole conversation. Like,
I'll ask him. Where was the last time we saw her dance?
the figure with the spiders that attacked the city, attacked from the northeastern district, did some damage in the trade markets. So you may want to start there. So that's where the incursion began.
Is that where the ship just took off from?
No, what?
The airship.
He kind of looks up. Oh, that looks like it's coming into town now. What?
I don't know. Everything's new.
All right. Anyways, if you head over.
Smart Bud just sounds like Clint Eastwood.
Nobody bring an empty chair. Yeah. All right. He points you in the direction of where you guys have been before, where the Madame Musk and the magic item shop lady who you guys have talked to, whose name is written down somewhere that I don't remember. I would have to deep dive my notes, but yeah, that one lady.
We better go talk to that person then.
That lady.
That one lady.
Lynn.
Let's go talk to Lynn. Why don't I have that in my notes?
Lynn. Yep.
What the heck?
That is true.
Lynn's Identifying Enchantments and Oddities shop.
Yep.
Oh.
You have an address, bud?
Y'all have been there. You can just start walking.
Yeah.
Let's get over then.
And lo, they described walking.
Excited by his newfound intelligence. I want to really test the limits.
Alright, say that I've got 5 apples, and Chucholito has 3 apples, and we're both approaching each other. I'm just asking him questions like this the whole time we're walking there.
You can bind them for 8.
Oh my god.
Ow.
But you know numbers.
I know more than 10 now. A lot more than 10.
So, you all head over to Lynn's. Fairly straightforward. Let's have a... There's no real need for a check. As you're walking in, you can see there's various people who are working, repairing buildings. Looks like a few roofs got collapsed and are being repaired. There's guards posted right around every other block. You see a pair of guards who are just keeping an eye out. 1 or 2 who are like helping organize operations that are going on. And you walk over to Lynn's. She's got one of her like 2 double windows. Looks like it got broken, but is boarded up. And yeah, so you guys enter the shop. You see a around 7 foot tall, so kind of on eye level with a couple of you, sort of light brown furred with a seems like a pair of goggles kind of put up at the top of the head, kind of floppy ears from the back, and a very nice robe, well dressed, who kind of turns around to the 4 of you and just like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hold up any transactions going on. Thank you, Lady Lynn, for your information. It's like, excuse me, gentlemen, and kind of lets you guys walk in as he like gets ready to walk out.
Why is he so weird?
And he's got like a wide like cow nose almost kind of thing going on. He's got these like leather gloves with like runes kind of on the fingers. He's got a sort of like a side satchel on, as he's sort of like just standing out to the side, waiting for you to walk in. I didn't mean to cause any disturbance in your day. You can come on in and go about your business. I just had inquiries about various business establishments in the city.
What's with your infinity gauntlet? I mean, the glove you got on with all the gems in the fingers?
There's no gems. These are for my work. I am also an enchanter, as Lady Lynn is, and wanted to inquire as to possible business partnerships and opportunities.
Interesting.
Frankly, respectfully, that's business between myself and Lady Lynn here. But I'm happy to answer any other questions you have, if you have any.
Of course. Are you here in the city as well?
I am visiting from the Empire. With the reduction in tensions, it provided an opportunity to come ask and inquire as to possible opportunities for business and enchanting.
Oh, interesting.
If an airship was flying and listing to one side, what would
that's
be the root cause?
that's some sailing stuff. I don't work in sailing or operations of vehicles.
Oh, he doesn't work in sales. Okay. I got it.
I see what you did there, and that's adorable.
You don't think that this is actually a terrible time to discuss business? What with... And I'll just vaguely gesture to the broken window and horribly destroyed city outside.
Oh, well, I mean, respectfully, this is not the most hostile situation that I've seen in my days. Almost a year ago, I was punching demons with a handy group in another part of this here continent. But yeah, I know. Just times and travels and whatnots change and move on with our lives. You look like handy adventuring folk. You've probably punched some demons or something equivalent.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. Well, I'll leave you to it.
All right, take
If you
care.
ever find yourself in the Empire, you can come and find the invulnerable vagrant, and can help you out.
And what's your name?
Oh, my name is Pumat Soul. What's yours, sir?
Bud.
Oh, very simple and to the point. Very good. And I didn't mean to be rude. What about yourself, Mr. Looks like some sort of cleric of the Luxon, if my eyes don't deceive me.
Oh, they don't deceive you. I am a cleric of the Luxon. My name's Borg.
I don't
Borg.
concern myself overly, but it's good. I know. Nice to meet you. And who's this little one who looks deadly as hell?
I'm Chucholito. It's very nice to meet you. Umatzel, you said?
Pumatzel. With a P.
I nailed it. I don't know why you felt the need to correct me there.
Oh, just clarifying. Those are some nice looking daggers.
Hey, thanks. I, throw them myself.
If you don't mind me inquiring, have they been enchanted yet? They look like they're ready to take some.
Well, I've not done any enchanting. Not much of a magician, you know.
Ah, I gotcha. That's not a problem. That's why people like myself and Lady Lynn are here to provide those services. And then you sir, that's a fine cloak.
Yep. Name's Ur'Durz.
Ur'Durz. Pleasure to make all of your acquaintances humbly. I wish you a good day as I'll move on with mine.
All right, take care. Nice meeting you.
Exits the building waving slightly.
We'll find your place in the Empire if we ever make it over there.
Sounds excellent. Thank you, sir. Yeah, so this large lumbering furred fellow walks away, and you guys are there to speak to Lady Lynn. She's like, yes, how can I help you all?
I kind of shove Ur'Durz forward.
We're looking for Ur'Durz.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, damn, he looks like me. He's got a cloak like me.
Oh, I was wondering, because you're not the same person, obviously. But yeah, I got to look at him as he busted through right over there. I happened to be having my tea in the afternoon, and he just had a very large spider bust through the ground, and he started shouting some epithets and rants and started attacking and killing people, and eventually his majority of his spiders were killed, and he rode one of the smaller ones back down into the depths. Many of the soldiers went after him. My understanding is they haven't located him yet.
Interesting.
Did it seem like he was looking for anything in particular?
My read on him was random destruction. Seemed to be just going nuts. Sent spiders out to destroy the local property. One of the smaller ones busted through my window. Some of the other shops took a lot more damage, the ones that were closer to the excursion point.
I'm sorry to hear about the damage to your shop.
Did he
Hopefully
say-
you'll be able to get it repaired soon.
I mean, I've got the boards over there. I've got a good pane of glass coming in a week, and it'll be fine.
Did he say anything about what he's gonna do next?
No, he didn't shout his plans out to everyone. He just started attacking people.
I imagine he busted the wall just like the Kool-Aid man. Ur'Durz! The spider lights right off.
I am Ur'Durz. This is my 5-point presentation to my takeover of the city.
Well, you know, sometimes people shout out that they're gonna be back and it's gonna be worse, or you know.
True evil does not necessarily announce its plans in the daylight.
But cocky assholes do.
I'm sorry, but I'm Glad you're safe. And Bud hands her 10 gold pieces.
She's like, this guy is... That's... Thank you? Unnecessary, but thank you.
To restart you, of course.
I appreciate the donation. If you have any need of identification services or want to put in an order for to get something enchanted, that would be lovely.
Actually, I am curious now if this could be enchanted. And he pulls out that black orb from the Moonweaver.
Right.
It was just kind of like a weird rock, if I remember.
Didn't you sell that?
I almost sold it to her.
Oh, okay.
And then he didn't because Borg talked him out of it.
Right. She looks at it and is like, I mean, yes, what kind of enchantment are you looking for? With the size of it, I wouldn't recommend a drift globe simple enchantment. That would be not incredibly useful for its size. Could do something where it can radiate darkness. That could be useful.
Yes. How much would that cost, though?
Well, it'd be magical darkness. It'd blind yourselves as well, but it would be useful to drop and exit a situation if need be.
Yeah.
I suppose I could get to work on that for 200 gold pieces for another 200 when it's complete.
Wow.
And it should be able to radiate darkness once a day.
Once a day, it would be reusable.
Yes, it would restore its ability at dawn.
I like the irony of it. It restores its ability to make darkness at dawn.
That is actually fairly funny. I could maybe flip that around if you like.
Sure. Let's flip it around.
Restores its ability at dusk. Very well.
And for 190.
Pardon?
190 gold is good.
Make a persuasion check.
14.
14. She's like, well, it was going to be 200 to begin work, and then 200 when it's complete. But I could do 190 on each end. That'd be fine.
Sure.
I have kind of a general question regarding enchanting.
She nods.
I've got these daggers, and I'll kind of like gesture to them.
Right. She nods as she takes the black orb and the initial payment from Bud to get to work on that.
They have a certain sort of magic that allows them to hold, we'll call it like an elemental charge. Is there a way to enchant them to hold more elemental charge?
Oh, a way to manipulate the enchantment to be able to absorb more than one elemental affinity.
You got it. You know how to speak that magic language. That's why I keep coming back.
Interesting. It's possible researching such a thing might take some time and some resources. We might have to destroy 2 of them, or destroy one of them to move the enchantment into the other, depending on how unique the enchantment is.
What are the odds that you do that and then it doesn't work?
I would say very low if we're moving the enchantment. Very
I
low
like those odds.
Moving enchantments can be risky, but something I've done before. It's not an insurmountable task. It can be expensive depending on the enchantment and how locked in it is to the item. So I would say we would have our best chance is all 4 of these the same type of enchantment.
Well, right now they have the same enchantment, but 2 of them currently have a sort of ice element
So they've been attuned at this point.
on them.
So I believe if I can take 2 of them, I could merge them essentially, merge the enchantments into a single blade. We could also move that onto another blade if you like. Take the two and merge them into like a single. They seem to be daggers, so merging them like into a single short sword would be possible.
Is there a way to keep them as daggers?
Yes, that's also possible. Again, one is likely to be destroyed moving the enchantment to the other.
Okay. So basically, I can give you 4 daggers and get back 2 daggers, but they're twice as good.
Exactly.
I like that math. You know what? What about like a cost? Like ballpark a cost?
Ballparking, I would want... I'd want 400 gold pieces to get started. This is a unique experimental type of enchantment. It's not one I know offhand, and I'll want to do some research to ensure that the transfer goes well. So I would say 400 to begin, and once the item is completed, we'd say another 200 gold pieces for the work.
Well, that seems fair.
Chuchi, I've got 10 platinum for you. I want to make sure you get what you want, if that helps.
Well, I'm in no rush. So
Sure.
we'll circle back on this. You know, we've still got some time before we leave the area to go south.
Sure.
Oh.
Let's get it started. Bud hands her 20 platinum.
No, I don't have the money right now.
Yeah, but we will.
Well, right, but she needs 400 up front.
Yeah, and she needs 200 from me.
Well, right, but I only have 60 gold.
She has a
I
reaction
don't know where
to
you got all your platinum.
the 60 gold. Is like, oh.
So she needs.
We'll circle back on this one. I just wanted to see if it was possible.
Sure.
Very well.
She needs 400 now and 400 later.
400 now, 200 later.
I mean, if it's something you absolutely need, I can chip in my 20 platinum as well.
It's certainly not something I absolutely need.
Sure.
All right. I understand. Say no more.
All right. Well, I'll, Mr. Bud, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
The 190 to get started on your orb of darkness.
All right. I'll mark it off here.
All right. Anything else I could do for you? I have a few items still available.
Yeah.
What kind of items?
Well, and she pulls up, there's a pair of boots that have, like, sort of a nice white fur that's lined on them. I have these boots of the Winterlands that have come in. Help you against cold environments and cold effects. Pulls up, like, a mannequin head that has, a headband kind of necklace on it with, like, a diamond centered in the center. So I have this circlet of blasting. It's very useful. It gives a nice ranged option. And then on that same order, she pulls up a little case and flips it open, and there's a wand inside. There's like, this wand can fire magic missiles for a very good option for getting in some damage at a range.
Chuchi, could you use that missile shooter?
Actually, that's something I'm familiar with too. How much is that wand?
This wand is currently at 554 gold pieces.
Oh, that is so much more than I have.
Mm.
Well, thank you very much for the help.
Very good. I have a, there was also a misfire enchantment that someone brought in, being sold on the cheap. Strange fellow. He had some other wares too, but he said he'd sell those himself. There's this pair of boots, and she pulls up these this pair of pretty nice leather, black leather boots. It's like, apparently you can use these to mimic the tracks of any humanoid creature you like. So you can use them to mimic the tracks of a lizard folk or a kobold or a human or whatever you like.
Interesting.
Seems situational, but they're only 40 gold pieces, so.
Do you have to attune to him?
Maybe. I don't remember those ones, if they were attunement or not. Me, the person, not.
I'm just saying. Chi might like those. Being able to sneak around, get some tracks away from us.
I don't know if anyone else in the group would know this yet, but the armor that I attuned to allows me to cast Disguise Self. So I'm saying that out of character, but in character, I would say.
And the boots do not require attunement. You simply put them on and they work.
Oh, wait, hold on. Is this armor that you got recently, or armor that you had the whole time?
No, the armor I got.
You guys got that. You guys got that armor from the tomb, yeah.
Gotcha. The one that that we negotiated from the elf.
Oh yeah,
Pallid elf, Melora.
All
right.
So yeah, I just snootily say like, not my personal style. Going for like an aesthetic.
Very well.
Yeah, I'll take him.
All right, Mr. Ur'Durz, was it?
Yeah.
40 gold pieces.
Ur'Durz.
These are boots of false tracks, and you can set them to whatever humanoid race you like, and you leave tracks as if you were that race.
Hey, Chucholito, are you using these daggers in the meantime?
I mean, yeah, if I need to.
Well, what's your main weapon right now?
Well, I mostly use my bow.
Okay, so what if we offer her to keep it if we don't come back with the money, but we just give her like half of what she asked for up front?
Collateral. I like it.
Oh, sure. I guess that's what it's called.
I mean,
I just thought of this. I've never had thought of it before, but yeah, collateral. If that's, I invented the idea.
I suppose I see where you're coming from, and I guess probably I won't end up in a pickle where 4 daggers will absolutely save my life.
Sure.
So, sure.
All right, Lynn, did you hear what I said?
I did not catch all of that. So you're wanting to hand me 2 of the daggers, pay half up front, and have me get working on the enchantment transfer.
Yes.
All the daggers. Half up front, you keep them all and resell them if we never come back with the money. Might as well be yours.
I suppose that could work. Half up. The prices I was quoting you was for to take 2 of the daggers and make 1 weapon.
Sure.
So
it's twice as much
so
for
it'd be
2?
twice as much if you're
I don't
doing
know if
all
this
of
is
them.
worth it anymore.
So you want 800 up front for all 4?
Never mind. Deal's off the table. Price gouging me.
That's okay.
The fees I'm proposing are fairly universal and reasonable, but
Well, I'll come back if I find the entire universe to be as stingy as you.
Oh no, Lynn, he doesn't mean that.
Chuchi, no, Chuchi.
Lynn, he's just frustrated because we.
I'm gonna have Bud make a persuasion check.
Darn it! It's a. By the way, I think I have to -1 of it, so it's 5.
5.
I've been minusing on my persuasions.
She seems offended, and Bud is unable to talk her down. It's like, well, I believe our business is concluded then. Good day, gentlemen.
Good
You
day,
know, with
Lynn.
me-
Hey there. Especially with you, Ur'Durz.
Gestures to the door.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Bud leaves her a platinum piece. I'm sorry, and then he leaves.
All right, the rest of you exit.
Just tossing money.
Yep. You guys
We'll get
exit
more back.
exit the building. You can see the that Furbolg fellow not standing nearby. He's about a block away, and he's not like looking back at you guys. He's kind of just like surveying stuff, and he has a little book, and he's like every once in a while notices something, and he's like, oh, okay, and like jots down a note. As he's kind of walking around, seems to like it pauses to chat with someone, and then bows to them slightly, and then like gets walking around. So he's around, and then there's that large hole in the ground. It seems to be at a sewer entrance that's got just like destroyed and widened. Over there, about a block or two away.
Are you all in good health? We could just take
Yeah,
a
let's
look
go
in
for
there
it.
right now.
Yeah, I'll say we go for it.
All right, you guys walk over to the hole. There's 4 or 5 guards kind of just standing right there, keeping an eye on everything. Kind of weapons, not ready to swing, but like at their side, already drawn.
At us or towards the hole?
Just like they're waiting, but they're being very vigilant towards the hole. Yeah.
I'll ask him. I'll like, hey, what are you looking for?
Yeah. One of them's like, sir. See, they all of them kind of weapons are at the ready. They're like, put your weapons down.
Oh no,
Weapons down!
Julio's.
They're just shouting over you, like at all of you, weapons down! And other guards spill in from some side streets, hearing a commotion.
I didn't even have my weapons on me. Or like,
You have a weapon on you.
Yeah. Oh, he wants me to grab it and then drop it?
Weapons on the ground!
I'll show him the coin from Lady Olio's.
Sure.
It's okay, it's okay. We're on the same side.
Make a persuasion check.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh.
-9. How's that even possible?
Persuasion.
Bud didn't have his weapon out, but he draws it and
2. Not
drops it.
Oh, fuck. Bud? What was that from Bud?
So Bud didn't even have his weapon out, but once they said that, he just gives the guy who said it like a death stare, takes the weapon and drops it. Like takes it off the glaive off his back, like reaches it maybe a little bit and just drops it.
Right. You drawing out your weapon as Ur'Durz, instead of reaching slowly for his weapon at his side, instead like reaches into his cloak very suddenly. The guards all just like I'm gonna say Ur'Durz roll initiative.
See if I can get that coin out.
Let's see if you have the coin out before they're actively swinging at you.
13.
13? Okay.
Bunch of spazzes.
Okay. So, one of them...
Ooh, that was
That's
Adrian.
the sound of the glaive dropping.
Yep. That was Blake.
It actually wasn't me. I'm looking at baby ducks outside my window.
What the F? I wish I had that view.
So the one who sees you going in and is closest to you runs up and gets a slash of the sword in. Gets like a nat 20 and then rolls a 1 on the die. So so you take 5 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then he kind of like grabs you by the collar, like sword point at you, and he goes, "Drop it!" But then you brandish the coin, and the other two that are running up like they're gonna attack see the coin, and you just go, "Whoa, wait, whoa."
Drop what? The coin that says Lady Olio says I'm cool?
It's like,
That's what the coin says.
Bud starts taking out his axe and drops his axe, and then he takes out a dagger, and he cuts his finger with it, and licks his blood, and drops it also.
sure. Take a point of damage.
Okay. Is that enough, or should I keep going?
They don't seem overly intimidated. Like, these are people who have fought bugbears before.
Not smart bugbears, though.
That's a fair point. My house is full of spiders. Brilliant spiders. Oh, shit. Okay. Burn that house down. They're geniuses, every single one.
I walked into my room, and in webbing in the wall, there was this doctoral dissertation about global economy. So, Ur'Durz, you brandish the coin, and the sword pointed at your chest kind of backs up a little. It's like, well, identify yourself.
Ur'Durz.
Ur'Durz. He kind of... One of the guards who's running up is like, whoa, wait, like, and you recognize him from, like, another area of the city. Someone who's already stopped you, like, and talked to you. Be like, they're fine. He's related to or knows who did the incursion. They're looking into it. And he goes, oh, sorry, sir. Next time a guard tells you to drop your weapons, just drop your weapons. Don't take it upon yourself to do other random things.
What if I had a weapon in my cloak that I was going to drop? He didn't attack the bugbear when he grabbed a glaive.
The way you reached in for it seemed rather threatening, sir.
Oh, yeah.
As you think back to your face while you were doing that, the whole time you were like,
That's exactly what he did. Bud takes out a couple hand axes, drops them. He gets a sack of javelins.
One of the guards like, sir, you're good. You're fine. It's situation's resolved.
Okay.
The guard backs. The guard who struck you backs off and sheaths his sword.
You guys have a potion of healing?
I got an owie.
Kind of.
I got hit with a sword.
There's a cleric of the Lux in there. I'm sure he'll be able to help you.
That's pretty rich that you
He
set
didn't
back
hit
in
me,
the
though.
official investigation and are unwilling to help now. What's your name so I can report you to Lady Olios?
Make an intimidation check. I'd say with advantage.
Wow. It's a 2 and a 3.
Oof.
Ooh. Even with the let me see your manager, like,
I haven't been able to had a chance to get to the barber to get my Karen haircut, so
Yeah. Karen
you know,
Lito.
it didn't work.
The guard simply just ignores you. It, like, doesn't even doesn't gives you barely a registration that you even spoke.
This is why guards need body scrying for the racist goddamn profiling and brutality that these guards are laying on the good citizens.
I forgot my longbow. You're right. That's why he's not respecting us. And he takes his longbow off, takes his arrows off.
The guy who struck Ur'Durz just sort of backs up from the situation. Another guard walks up. Is like, well, you all are free to go about your business.
I still am in pain.
Do you want to pat me down?
He takes a look at you and goes, yes, you look horribly wounded. Looks at looks at you like, you're tough enough to take a hit. Like, you're fine.
So if I accidentally hit them with this sword, it'd all be just cool.
If anybody wants to feel my fur, I might be hiding something else in there.
don't do it. Don't do it. He's tried this with people before. He
Monkey,
always says he's got a small dagger, but don't do it.
And Monkey, your video's frozen, FYI.
Oh.
No, he's just that pissed.
He's just
He's
he's so mad. He's locked up.
I want to talk to your manager. Oh, really bad. You're in for it now.
Oh man.
All right.
Well, they back up and leave you guys to your business. The half dozen or so guards who were running up have gone back to their patrols.
Okay, it's fixed.
There you go.
Sorry, guys. I thought I could be more intimidating with my little axe. I really don't care.
I'm surprised how many weapons you had on you. You had a lot of weapons on you. You were actively taking weapons off that whole time.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess now that I see it all in front of me, I didn't realize I was that well.
I mean,
How
you need
many
that many.
weapons was it?
It's a fair number of weapons.
Well, if if you include the 5 javelins, the 2 hand axes, that's up to about 12 weapons.
It's at that point in the conversation, as the tensions slightly died down and the guards have backed up, there's a human in a cart who kind of like kind of rolls up and goes, "Looks like you could use some better protection. May I present to you?" And he sees there's like a pile of armor pieces in this small cart. And he goes, "The last of my wares before I can exit the city. I need to unload this fine full plate of armor."
Oh my.
What about
plate,
chainmail?
Full plate.
Sorry, all of you talking at once. I can't understand any of you.
No, it's me. I was the one who was talking. Where'd you get that full plate? Tell me. Tell me about that full plate.
I acquired it in Hoppadook in the Empire, Dwendalian Empire over there, and made an attempt at enchanting it, which didn't go perfectly, so we're selling it at a discount. So this fine set can be yours for 500 gold pieces.
500 gold.
The vendor came by.
We'd like to see it first, obviously.
It's right here.
Out of curiosity. Oh, sorry, go ahead, bud.
I was just going to make an insight check on whether he's being, like, if that actually is what happened.
Make an insight check.
Ooh, I want to join, but I didn't say anything.
Go for it. Borg would be in on it, yeah.
Okay.
17 total.
17 total.
Mine's not much better. 15.
15. Well, you beat his 9.
Worth.
You beat his 9 by 5. So, he's obviously, I mean, it's a full set of full plate armor, but he does appear to be downplaying the concept of the enchantment went wrong, and it's now being sold for a third of the price of a normal plate of full plate. Yeah.
All right. So what would you say is wrong with it?
Oh, we made it to be able to take off easily. You know, if you need to sneak around, or if you need to, you know, you take it off at night, you know, you can make that easier instead of having to have a servant come and help you and unbind and all yada yada yada. So, the enchantment.
What's the catch?
Well, the enchantment didn't go perfectly. It doesn't always come off like it's supposed to. So sometimes it takes a little extra time to get it off.
How much
Sometimes
extra
one of
time?
your arms comes off.
No,
Yeah.
that does not happen.
How much extra time are we talking?
You know, like, usually 10, 20 minutes to take off the full plate. It'll probably take you more like half an hour.
So you made it to take off faster, but it actually takes longer.
Yes, hence the discount. The heavy, heavy discount. And mostly it's discounted because I want to get out of the city. My pass to do trade here in the dynasty is coming up in a day or two, and I need to make my way back into the Empire.
When he says 30 minutes, would Bud sense that he's underplaying that a little bit?
Yeah, there's something else wrong with it for sure.
What else could you tell me about this? Because it's very strange that, oh no, it seems like too good to be true.
Well, it'll, you know, refit itself to your immense size once you've put it on and attuned to it. That's about it. I don't have much else to say about it.
Would you give us a moment, please?
Of course.
All right, I kind of like get everyone in a group huddle. Boys, this should really help me.
Yeah.
I know that there might be something that's wrong with it, but this should really help me. Here's the deal. I don't have enough to pay for it. Would any of you be able to chip in?
Yeah, but
How
we
much
can't
do you
offer
need?
him full price. That's trash, whatever's wrong with it.
So I've got 385 gold. And worth of gold in electrum and platinum and silver and copper.
Sure.
I just need a little bit more.
Yeah, but you're doing this at your own risk.
I'm
Don't
okay
give him
with
the
that.
don't give him the full price.
Okay, I'll do a little bit of talky. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So
I hand 50 gold.
I kind of go over and I pick up the pieces and I kind of start looking around and be like, oh, there's a scratch there. Oh, it's kind of dinged up here. How much lower can you go than 500? I know that's a good deal, but I feel like you can go lower.
Make your persuasion check.
Please, nat 20. Please, nat 20. Oh, shit. That was a 19 plus 2, 21.
A nat 20 would have matched his nat 20. As you discussed already with your friends over there, it's already heavily discounted at a third of the price of just the normal armor. And but I am looking to get rid of it quickly, so if you've got 490, I can just take the hit on the extra 10.
Okay, so I kind of whip around, and I'm like, does anyone have 55 more gold? Please, I'll pay you back.
I throw you the 55.
And then I grab him, and 490 it is. Good deal.
Thank you, sir. He looks in the pouch. There's a weird mix of electrum and platinum and gold.
Yeah,
whatever.
I didn't have all of it in gold or platinum.
It's fine. It's fine. Some people prefer electrum. It's fine. It'll work. And he kind of just counts through it really quick, and he's like, perfect, and takes a sack and just like puts all the pieces in it and hands the sack over to you. And he goes, very good. That armor will save your life or your money back. And then takes his cart, starts pushing it along.
Before, as we're like saying our byes, I'm like, luck shouldn't be with you, may it shine upon you, and I just continue to do that until he walks away.
Eventually goes around the corner, like the next block over. You lose track of him.
All right, who wants to help me put this on?
Sure.
All right. And you guys can take a short rest if you like to before going out and like burn a hit die to heal up any lost hit points. Monkey can fix his camera.
Again?
Yeah, he keeps stalling out, bud.
Oh my god. Well, it's not my fault. It's your fault.
Is it?
Deception check.
Deception.
Nat 1.
No.
So go ahead and burn a hit die if you want to try to restore some of those
Yeah.
minuscule amount of hit points you've lost. Borg attunes to the magic plate armor, and it is plate armor. You have a set of full plate on. So base AC up to 18, 20 if you're wearing a shield.
I keep waiting for but it's cursed.
Oh, it's got a thing. You're not sure what that.
Sucked ass.
You're not sure what that thing is yet.
All right.
Yeah, wearing it and even attuning to it, there's just like you don't see anything in particular observable that seems to be wrong with it, but you are in some full plate.
Okay.
Why did you buy that?
Boys, I am not very dexterous, and the armor I had on was made for someone who can move a little bit more, and I'm just like a brick on the battlefield. This made me very much more defensive. This was a good purchase. Depends on how bad it's cursed. Depends on how bad they messed up. That's the only caveat, but I stand by this purchase.
How badly cursed is this?
You're a cleric. If anyone can handle a cursed piece of armor, it's you. I have absolute trust in you, Borg. Go get it.
Bingo, bango.
All right, you guys have taken a moment and are probably at full hit points because I can't imagine you rolled a hit die and didn't heal up 5 hit points. Yeah. So, there is a looks like there was an iron ladder that has been like bent and semi-destroyed, and a rope ladder has been lowered down into the hole. One of the guards, it was rolled up before, but one of the guards, knowing you guys were going to go in there, we lowered the rope ladder down. So there's a way for y'all to climb in down.
I will take my customary place at the back of the line.
I'll go down first.
Dink, dink, dink. You do have disadvantage on stealth checks. That's not an enchantment issue. That's just how full plate works. And
I'm gonna have my boots be lizard folk spot tracks.
Lizard folk tracks, cool.
Is that at will or?
It takes an action, but yeah, it's as many times as you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Down we go.
And you guys,
I'll go next.
you can see Ur'Durz's boots morph almost into like when somebody's trying to fake some Bigfoot tracks, and they just have like a Bigfoot strapped to the bottom of a shoe. The bottom of the boot just sort of goes out into leaves like lizard folk looking feet, and like leaves those kind of tracks anywhere there's some soft dirt.
Love it.
It's gonna be awesome for the art commission if we ever get around to it. All right, let me get a very simple athletics check from everybody. Climbing down.
Don't say simple. You see how we roll.
There it is.
Some nights y'all are just like nat 20 all night on like every random thing.
It was this die, the silver die,
Oh.
that I was getting like, I think I got below 15 twice last game. And I was like, I can't just keep doing this. They're going to think I'm lying or cheating. But I swear. And
I finally rolled good for the first time this session with a 23.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay.
I didn't roll a 23. That would be cheating. I rolled an 18.
I gotcha.
I got a 9.
Oh yeah, you're at. Oh, I keep forgetting you rolled like a damn god on when it was stat rolling time. So.
Well, also athletics is one of my expertise,
Oh, okay.
so I get double my
So you
Proficient.
you can climb real good.
Wow.
All right.
Bud got a 19.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So nobody's had any kind of issue. It's the DC was like 5. You have a rope ladder.
Oh, okay. I was like, I got an 8.
You have
Maybe
you
it's
have a means of walking down. You're probably the slowest, having to recheck your footing every once in a while as you're climbing down. But it's it's a DC 5 climb check. It's a ladder.
So I wasted my one good roll.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's fair. That's fair to say. All right. You all get down to the sewer. It is dark. There is some light coming in from the hole, but there's just it's been carved, these sewer systems, and they're not incredibly unspacious. There's some room to move around, and it's not like going into a crawl space. But you can see clear scratch marks as this apparent swarm of giant spiders came up through that hole. But you have no particular inkling on a direction or anything, unless you want to do some sort of skill to make that otherwise.
Yeah, let's try to see which way they're going.
All right, give me a survival check. Let's give that Ur'Durz.
Can we join? Because like obviously that's what we're here for.
Yeah, I'd say each of you could probably go for a survival check.
11.
11.
8 for me.
8.
I'm back to bad roll.
And Bud? Can't hear you.
4 total.
4 total. So everybody's looking around. Ur'Durz thinks he's got a bead on direction to go, and has to kind of take the lead of the party to kind of follow along on the tracks there.
Even more than my 18?
Oh, you had 18. I thought you said something else. So
I was dumb and I said 18.
Oh.
Oh.
Like 18. And I was like, I was gone by the teen. So never mind. So Borg is fairly confident in finding the tracks and takes the lead. Who is right behind Borg? Bud? Okay.
I'll be.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I'll be behind Bud then.
Coop.
Oh, by all means, go ahead.
Borg, Bud, Ur'Durz, and Chucholito in the back.
Sure.
You know it.
Oh yeah.
I'm tooting.
What? Tootin'?
I'm tooting on Chicholito.
Tooting. All that spider meat.
Yeah. Oh, is there any spider meat laying around?
I'd say you still have like a kebab in your coat.
Okay, I'm gonna whip it out and eat it.
All right. You all march with the survival check. Actually, with the 18, you're doing pretty good at following the tracks on these things. You're probably a good 10 minutes in, following the majority of these scraping marks that you assume are the spiders crawling down the tube, and you've at a fork in the road where there is some scratch marks from multiple directions, so we're going to need another survival check or some other skill, which would have a lower DC from whoever wants to try to contribute to finding this location.
I would rather investigate.
Go for it. Give me an investigation check.
Ooh, big 9.
Eesh.
Bam, 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 bam. For another survival check, I did 15.
15.
Was that supposed to be an air horn?
No, that was my face making a noise.
Bud got a 12 plus 2 because he has a survival proficiency.
Nice.
So 14.
14. Ur'Durz, you contributing anything?
I got a 10 on my survival.
All right.
Because I'm good at that stuff.
Sure. All together, you guys think you're probably like 70% sure this time you've got the right fork to follow, and you guys continue on that way. Another 10 minutes or so go down, and you've lost track of any scrapings, and you're now just kind of in the sewer. And relying on your dark vision too, it's kind of hard to get details and whatnot. So you guys are currently sitting, and you're just kind of, you're not sure you're in the right direction, or nothing about this is perfectly correct.
Boys, not much is clicking with me. Anything jumping out to anyone else? Do you think we're going the right way?
I'm gonna look around some more. See if we can.
Sure. Do a perception check with disadvantage. You're dealing with the darkness.
3.
3.
Hey, Borg, do you have a spell for this? I can only see shades of gray.
I don't know. I kind of like, I've got a smaller book, not like a full-size spell book, but a smaller book that I just kind of flip through really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing really. No, I've got stuff for all sorts of stuff, just not light.
All right.
I know we needed light, sorry.
I've got a torch. And he just pulls out his torch, gets his tinderbox.
Cool. Lighten up the torch. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. 9.
9. Yeah, you don't notice anything in particular. Everybody can, though, make a perception check now with a light source, giving you some extra detail.
Hey, 16.
Ooh.
11.
12. Not good.
That's enough positive results, though, where you guys kind of... Chucholito kind of takes the point on going back a step and seeing the scratches, and then realizing that the scratches aren't gone. You find a left turn here where the scratches have been filled in, where somebody came in with some like moistened dirt and like compacted it into the scratch marks in order to cover the tracks.
Oh.
Very clever.
Yeah.
But we found you, you rapscallion.
So you're pretty sure you got the direction, and you're also pretty sure you're probably pretty close. Like you don't cover your tracks, a mile and a half away from your base of operations.
Boys, we need to go in a little sneakier. I'm pretty loud with my armor, though.
I feel like I'm the only one who's even remotely sneaky. Do you want me to scout ahead?
That would be wonderful, yes. God knows I can't do it in this stuff.
I'm willing to give it a shot.
All right. How far back?
So you all just hunker down, and I'll be back.
All right. How far forward are... So you start sneakily going forward. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
That is a... haven't rolled stealth yet. 3 plus 4 is 7, 22.
22 is very good. You get about 60 feet forward, looking back. The group's at about the edge of your dark vision. And make a perception check for me.
Well, that's not a strength of mine. Straight up 10.
Straight up 10. 10 is enough to see a slight flicker of a glow, probably about 100 feet ahead of you, and slightly to the right, like around a corner. But it seems like it's like candlelight in the distance, so you can kind of just see a bit of a flicker.
Okay. Can I get closer?
Yeah. Absolutely. And with your stealth check, you are able to do so.
Yeah.
You get another 60 feet or so, and you can start to hear mumbling. It's in a dialect of Goblin that you can make out, but you can tell it's not a goblin talking.
Fair enough.
But there is someone speaking. It's hard to make out. You are... Get your locale set up. I am wearing pants. Those were shorts.
Okay, good.
Nice.
Showing some thigh on stream. I get you. I see what you're going.
You know what I'm up to.
Ah,
He's
he's one of those.
sex appeal.
Gotta get those followers, yo.
Yo, did Jeff just show thigh? Let's keep watching.
I'm gonna grab some water. Start that on the way back.
I'm reporting this to Twitch.
I'm gonna... Oh, cancel. I'm gonna cancel that option I just tried to click on. I need to do this one and hit this button to make the screen stop doing that. There we go. Cool. And let's take a... You guys want to take like a 2-minute grab a drink real quick kind of thing?
Yeah,
Let's
sure.
do it.
All right.
All right,
Let's do
BRB.
that. My screen for intermission is got deleted along with the rest of my settings, so everybody just give us a moment as I put a thing of people right there. Just a moment. We'll put it back on me while we wait for everybody to get back. So, anybody who's watching, I've also got another stream coming tomorrow. We're going to do sort of our session 0 and then a little bit of actual play. That is going to be the LGB Tal'Dorei campaign. We got a full crew from the Spectrum, and everybody seems super cool. We got a couple of international folk, some people all over the States. So far, we've got an Eladrin rogue who is got a really rad backstory. There's a human barbarian who's joining in there as well. Tabaxi monk. It looks pretty cool. And we've got somebody we haven't had a chance to go over their character yet. They want to do some kind of healer. I'm always partial to celestial warlocks, and forge clerics are also really cool. A lot of whatever kind of cleric works for your character is always cool. But yeah, if you're hanging out, or if this is on the rebroadcast on YouTube, why don't you put in the comments what your favorite healer build is? I know I've seen people do Druid, and Paladin even can be a really good healing option. Kind of being a threat can also work as a healer if you're taking the right spells and using the right abilities to do that. Somebody who goes a bit more of the the shield of the party kind of paladin versus just the smiter. I know the smiting is sort of the go-to when you want to be a paladin. You kind of want to get that smite figured out, but Lay on Hands is an excellent ability. Picking up healing spells to use spell slots on can be really good. Nobody can. They have the action, not action-wise, but ability cost-wise. Paladins have one of the best ways to just keep popping people up. Just like 1 hit point, Lay on Hands, you're back up. 1 hit point, Lay on Hands, you're back up. 1 hit point, Lay on Hands, you're back up. My personal favorite is probably the Celestial Warlock, just because Warlocks are already one of the more versatile classes. I know it's sort of a meme to just say, oh, they spam Eldritch Blast, but fighters, if you were doing a ranged fighter, you would just be spamming bow shots. So, I don't see a huge difference on that. Similar to they do, Hex and Eldritch Blast. It's like, yeah, they can. Or they can take a bunch of intrigue abilities. They can be one of the best scouts with their with Pact of the Chain stuff. They can get you your paladin feels with some Pact of the Blade with Eldritch Smite. That can give you a lot of cool options. And yeah, you got your. Let's see, what's another excellent healer? Bard is also very good because it's a very versatile and it's a full spellcaster like Cleric and Wizard. Druid is very good because of the wild shape ability to tank a bunch of hits, so taking damage for the party, very similar to healing the party. Yeah, it's got a lot of cool options. Ur'Durz is back.
Sorry.
No worries. Monkey, what's your favorite healing subclass? Like if you were gonna play a healer, what would be your go-to?
I don't know. The cleric, I liked the last one that I did.
Yeah, you played that Forge Cleric for a while, and having the insane AC opportunities with that was sort of a fun thing to do.
Quote of that game was him asking, "Who is my god?"
Yeah. My favorite D&D moments is Monkey playing the cleric and then going, "Who's my god?" and be like, that was kind of your job to figure out, man. I was like, I know I don't really require pages of backstory being sent to me, but if you're playing cleric,
That was great.
if you're playing cleric, figure out who your god is. Probably Session 0.
It's tough.
For my money, best healer is, or my favorite healer, I should say, Celestial Warlock, because you get all that juicy Gorlock, you get all that juicy Warlock stuff. You got all that fall back on your Eldritch Blast, get your cool stuff,
Right.
and then also just have a pool of healing and access to healing spells when you need them. And when you don't need them, you just like, oh, cool, I don't need to heal someone. Cool, I can just do a, at early levels, what's it called? The Guiding Bolt and stuff. So.
That is pretty cool. That reminds me of the Theana character I did her brief stint, where she was like the divine sorcerer or whatever it was, where you could. She had some healing bonuses.
Divine Soul Sorcerer is really good also. Like being able to use your action for something else and or to twin cure wounds is very good. Getting to bring up 2 people with 1 action can end a party spiral towards a TPK. So, all right, let's get back to the stuff and things. Ugh. All right. Let's get up a little higher so we can see what's going on. So, Chucholito, give me another stealth check as you approach where people could realistically hear you.
Oh, there it is. Big 9.
9. All right. I'm gonna have Borg, Bud, and Ur'Durz make perception checks.
I'm gonna be first. 6. 3 plus 3.
Nat 20,
Oh shit.
which is a 19.
18.
18. Given the distance between you, the only one that hears it is Ur'Durz. But Ur'Durz, you do hear Chucholito way ahead, beyond where you can see. Something like slips, and Chucholito, you're there. There was a little patch of water you didn't see, and you slipped and kicked a rock into the sewage.
Of course I did. Why wouldn't I?
Yeah, right there at the end.
Uh-oh.
And
Let's go.
this is right.
Toledo kicked a rock, made some noise. Or there's noise up ahead.
You
Let's
can
go.
see, and I kind of want to use. It's actually on the wall. We'll do that. There is a glowing circle that there is some sort of red-skinned goblinoid up there, right by a little candelabra that's giving a glow off to the side. That was apparently talking to someone. The runes that you can see that glow around a central golden ring that has, it's about the size of like a hand mirror, just enough to like stick your arm through it. But the hobgoblins seem to have been talking to that little hole at the center of all those runes, and as it's like splash, there is a, and it turns around. 5, 10, 15, 20, 50. So you are. I put you there, but this probably happened more like there. You're right at the edge of his dark vision, and so you kind of just like, as you slip, you kind of back up slightly, and you see him looking in your direction. And you can see a couple of little outline, or one little outline that starts to like, and it's starting to approach you.
Okay. I will make haste back to the group.
Cool. Just like move, bonus action dash, like full on.
Yeah, I'm not worried about being stealthy. I know I kicked a rock like a dumb.
Mm.
You know, I'm not like screaming. But
Right.
I'm gonna like,
But
yeah.
yeah,
I'm gonna scamper.
right.
The whole time
Cool.
back to it.
Specifically said he's not screaming, but yeah. Ur'Durz, you heard the screw up there.
Yeah. I told the team.
Okay. You guys
Um,
start rushing forward, or do you guys are gonna hang out?
I will hold.
Can I hear what's happening now? Like, do we hear him running back?
It's a little amorphous, what with the initiative orders and things. You can. It's. Do you want to wait and listen, or do you want to start approaching immediately?
I wouldn't just start running because he one mistake.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I would wait for the next thing to see what we should do.
Gotcha.
Same Z's.
So, essentially the next turn, Chucholito, you catch up to the party where you can see them on your next movement or so.
Well, I don't know if I found our man, but I found a man, and he's not doing, good stuff. He's not down here running a soup kitchen. Also, I may have slipped slightly,
I heard.
and chances are I'm being followed. So we have that to contend with.
We better get ready then, lads. This might be a fight.
All right.
All right. So,
Glaive out.
glaive out. So you guys are just gonna hang at the far end of this like 150-foot tunnel.
Yeah.
Whoop. You guys gonna? There's 2 paths up. Are you guys gonna each take a path, or?
I'm gonna stick on the path. Whatever Bud tries to do.
I'm gonna split you guys up like that.
So there's
Yeah.
a wall in the middle?
No, so there's sewage. Yeah.
Okay.
Bud will just have his glaive out, pointed out.
Sure. Glaive out, and you guys just wait.
Yeah, I would duck behind my friend there.
Gotcha.
I'm going to... I feel like they know we're here already, if they don't already. Maybe we could do something to see if we can lure some our way before we just go charging in there. What do you say?
Couldn't hurt.
So, I suggest that we duck around the corner, and then I'll do a little something to call them out. What do you say?
We could
All
have
right.
Ur'Durz go ahead with some tracks and make it look like it's something else.
Oh, yeah.
Although, what are we fighting?
Spiders, I think. I don't know. What did you see down there, Chucholito? You said someone's following you. A man.
Well, I saw what I only really could tell was goblin adjacent. He was red, and there was some other shapes, but I couldn't really make them out that clearly. Were they spider-esque? Perhaps.
Strange.
I could make a cat noise.
You know, honest to God, I was thinking about doing the exact same thing.
Well, then that means it's a good idea.
How about both of us do it?
All
On
right.
3.
Let's make
One.
it sound like you're
That's-
like a cat and he.
So you guys have that conversation.
No. Before they can do anything, I go.
No, a little more guttural.
As you both run, with pitches that seem to start to compete. Oh wow. No, that's like a 9 to hit Bud, and only like it's like a 15 to hit Borg. Those are way off.
Yeah.
You are so muted, Dylan.
I said that would have hit me before the full play.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, these 2 forceful arcane blasts fly down this dark hallway, with your immediate area lit up by the torch that Bud's holding, and they go pretty wide though. They don't even get close to hitting you.
Shoot. Can I toss the torch really far forward and
Sure, make a strength check.
just maybe along the path we're on, so it's
Yeah.
not in the kind of sewage?
Do it.
Strength 21 total.
Ooh, nice. I have a perfect thing for this. Hoop. I had a perfect thing for this. There we go. We'll use, we'll say you've got light in this area, and your torch is right about there. You got that a little bit lit up. Ooh, this isn't to scale because this whole hallway is like 150 feet, so there's a gap.
Bud, can you see in the dark?
Sure, but we just got shot at, and I imagine I made it an easy target.
Just wanted to get my priorities straight.
All right, so you all sit there chatting for a moment.
I cast Magic Weapon on Bud's glaive.
Ooh, nice.
And it starts glowing with divine shimmers.
Mmm.
And you get a +1 to attack and damage.
Ooh.
Pretty good.
You guys stand there for a bit. Oh, wow. With disadvantage, that's 25 to hit Bud.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was muted.
that hits.
Wait, we're still out of initiative?
Essentially. Until you guys decide to actually go enter the fight. At the moment, you all are just sort of standing there, so I'm waiting for people to
Yeah,
declare an action.
That hits me.
Can we see who attacked us?
Can you see what?
Can we see who attacked us?
No.
Okay. I mean, I would still probably, when the bolts came through, I'd want to shoot an arrow down the hallway.
Down in that general direction? Or
Yeah.
where you think it might be coming from?
Mhm.
Yeah, go ahead and make an attack with disadvantage.
Bud did get hit, by the way.
Yeah.
That's 11.
That is a miss. The arrow fires down into the darkness. No idea if it hit anything or not.
Do we want to charge forward or get back behind the walls?
So Bud takes 6 force damage, and another shot at disadvantage goes super wide. Another arcane blast hits the stonework kind of nearby you.
Okay.
The hit from the blast pushes you back 10 feet.
Okay.
Kind of running into Ur'Durz. Ur'Durz, make a dexterity save.
13.
13. Yeah, you manage to just kind of sidestep and let him fly past you.
Ow.
You guys are taking shots from the darkness. Does everybody want to do something, or y'all just want to stand there taking shots in the darkness?
Do you want us to say, we would like to start initiative now?
Well, if you're gonna
No, we're not in a...
if you're gonna just stand there taking shots, then there's no need for initiative.
All right, I
let's
run
just-
in.
You guys want to
Yeah.
charge
I'll
forward?
have better,
Okay.
I'm gonna go forward, too.
As we're buff, we can
There was
do it.
there was a large chunk of time there that was like, I'd like to stand here being shot at. Let's roll initiative.
Let's do it.
19.
4.
14.
21.
Nice.
I rolled a 19.
So that's those guys on the bop, beat up, bop. Ooh, good old natural 1 for Ur'Durz.
Yay.
Gasp.
Okay. Sure I don't lose track of the mini stuff. So, starting with Bud.
Yeah.
Charging.
Oh, yeah, charge forward.
Charge forward.
See what I can see.
All right. You guys are like 150 feet back. So if you use your movement and then your action to dash, you can move forward 60 feet. Moving forward 30, you would still not see anything except for the outlines of the tunnel. As you charge another chunk of distance up, well past your torchlight, you can make a perception check.
6.
6. It's not actively hiding from you, so but it's hard to make out any like real details because you're just seeing with dark vision. But there is a 6-legged spider that is on the path ahead of you. Looks like it's another. Let's see for it's another. Yeah, it's just within another 60 feet of you, up in the front. Kind of crawled about 30 feet down the hallway and then started blasting at you guys.
All right.
And let's see, Ur'Durz. Same deal?
Yeah, I'll run. I'll summon my Echo in front of me too, and have it just run in front of me as well.
Alright, it can... Well, you're a little... You can summon it at 15 feet and then move it 30, but you can move and dash 60. You want to move and then summon it, and then...
Yeah, I'll move and then summon it ahead of me.
So you end up right behind, with the Echo kind of in front, not quite up to the thing. And... Man, those guys did terribly. Chucholito!
Yes. I'm gonna hold my action
Alright.
to move in lockstep with the person in front of me and fire an arrow if I get a clear shot.
Well, you cannot hold your whole turn, so if you want to use your movement, you need to use it on your turn, or you can hold.
Jump.
Okay.
Then I will hold my action to shoot, and I will not be moving.
Gotcha. What's gonna trigger you to shoot?
If I get a clear shot at an enemy.
Okay. Gotcha.
No.
All right. And Borg, you still go before Ur'Durz, but it is time for this spider to do its thing. It's aiming at Bud. Bud's now within its dark vision, so it doesn't have disadvantage. And that is a 19 and a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
So that is going to be 5 force damage and 9 force damage.
Okay.
Each hit knocking you back 10 feet. So technically that second hit had disadvantage. Still would have hit. Okay.
Okay.
So 10. So it knocks you back. Total of 20 feet. Getting blasted with the thing. As you got another look at it, you see a little bit of glowing energy that like kind of forms in like a toothy eye, and then like it almost coughs out this arcane blast that then knocks you back. Borg.
The river that's running right in front of me,
Yep.
or right along parallel with me. What's the situation with that? Does it look like it's shallow? Can I not see?
It's pretty shallow, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, with your dark vision, you can't really see down into it that well, but it's maybe a foot deep.
Okay.
Based on what you've seen of the sewers up to this point.
In that case, I run about 4 squares in front of me. And
Sure.
do I have eyes on Ur'Durz?
So they both moved forward quite a bit. They're at the 90-foot mark. You just run forward 20 feet. So yeah, you can see Ur'Durz is well beyond your view. He's probably 200 feet away.
Oh shit! I didn't realize he was that
No, you
far.
guys are way down a hallway.
The spider thing that's in front of Ur'Durz's Echo, I want to Sacred Flame it.
What's the range on Sacred Flame?
60 feet.
He's not within range.
What?
Yeah.
Is that?
You also cannot see him.
I
in the darkness.
didn't realize it was So those like 3 squares there. That's
Yeah, like I
supposed to be
said
dot,
before,
dot,
we're
dot.
not on scale here because 150-foot passage is beyond my ability to graph out.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, I will run in front of. Yeah, I'll run in front of Ur'Durz if I
Okay.
can.
Okay. Again, you guys they charged way ahead, but you can try to make some movement. So, are you using your whole turn for just moving then?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Gotcha. So that's 60 feet. So you would end up parallel to Ur'Durz at that point. You would have caught up to
Okay.
him.
Nice.
Okay. Ur'Durz is up. So if everybody make a perception check.
19.
Ooh.
16.
That's a big 5.
Ooh.
17.
17. Anyone who speaks Goblin who got over a 15?
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys hear him shouting sort of a muffled shout, almost like he's being intense about it, but is trying to not be heard too clearly from too far away. But he fails a little bit at that. Seems to be, you overhear him ordering, you to the left and you to the right. Cover. As soon as they come through, jump them. Seems to be giving orders to something to wait at the end of the tunnel and jump you when you get there.
I will relay. It's a trap.
An ambush. On
An ambush at the end of the tunnel.
Cuckoo.
Look out.
Comes back around to Bud.
Can I see anyone, or did I get pushed back too far?
You got pushed back far enough that you can see Ur'Durz's echo kind of outlined ahead, but you can't see where the spider is anymore. Although you know where it is. It didn't seem like it moved yet.
Would I be able to huck a javelin? Well, that only goes 30 feet, so
Yeah, well, it can go further with disadvantage.
I guess I could use either my longbow. I mean, he would move forward again. His movement.
Movement forward. At that point, you're at the 80-foot mark, and you can see the spider.
Okay. I guess since we're this far away, and he got pushed back already.
You got pushed back, yeah.
Yeah. I guess I would. Yeah, I would want to shoot at him. Or at the spider.
If you want to just drop your glaive, you could switch to. There's no action to just letting go of your weapon and letting it hit the ground.
Okay, I'd have to drop it.
It'd be your free action to draw your bow and take a shot.
Okay.
With your action.
I'll do that.
Cool. Yeah, you guys all hear the glaive hit the ground. Bow drawn. Yeah, you can take a shot.
Okay. Rolling. 14.
14 is a hit.
All right. And 1d8 plus 2. It's a longbow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, crud. That's a fat 3.
3 damage.
Darn it.
You guys do hear the bow go off and find purchase somewhere. Chucholito, that triggers, if you'd like, that can trigger your held action because you know the location.
Yeah.
And you can take your shot. It's still at disadvantage because you can't actually see it, but you can take a shot.
Well, it is a 12 or a 13.
Yeah, 13 just misses.
Bummer.
So Ur'Durz, though, you do get the, or not Ur'Durz, but Ur'Durz is there also. Ur'Durz and Bud and Borg can see the arrow fly in, hits it, does some damage, and another arrow fly in, almost hitting it. And that's, I think, your turn, unless you want to action surge or use a bonus action or anything.
Yeah, I might use a bonus action to catch the second wind there.
Sure, go for it.
Just so I'm not getting kills on my first. Yeah. Okay, 8 total.
All right. I was forgetting to keep track of people's positions. I think I'm good now.
All right, and that's it for me.
All right. Next up is Ur'Durz.
Okay, how far away am I from the entrance to the tunnel?
You are about 90 feet from the where ahead of you is the chamber.
Okay.
And you're about 60. You can just see that this weird 6-legged spider at the end of your 60-foot dark vision.
Okay.
And your echo's about 15 feet ahead of you. Although you could have commanded it to be at the edge of that range.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll move up, and have my Can I have my Echo move up with me, kind of, but like still ahead of me? And...
Still a little separated into actions at the moment with the battle stuff, but you
Okay.
can make a movement, and then you can have it make its 30-foot move.
Yeah, I'll move up
Okay.
30 feet.
So you'd be at the 60. And then you could have it move up to close the distance and actually get into melee with the spider.
Yeah, I'll do that. And then attack.
Go for it.
10 to hit.
10 is a miss.
Alright.
It's all in shades of gray and darkness, but the you guys can see now the outline of the Echo trying to fight this weird spider. Alright. If nothing else, then we'll move on to Chicholito.
Okay, I will move forward.
Cool.
Um,
What's your movement speed?
30.
30. Okay.
Can I get to like right behind Ur'Durz?
Ur'Durz is at 50 feet from the entrance. You are at 120 feet from the entrance.
Okay. As a bonus action, I'll take dash.
All right, cool. Goes to about 90 away. So you're about another 30 feet from Ur'Durz at this point.
Okay. Can I see the spider?
You are at 90. It's at 30. Yeah, you can just see it at the edge of your dark vision.
Okay, then I'm going to take a shot at the spider.
Go for it. No disadvantage. Straight shot.
Thank God. Yeah, big 22.
Ooh, that's a hit. There's
Hell yeah.
no sneak attack damage, but
No,
normal
but
damage.
I'll take it. 8 damage.
8. Nice. Yeah, it seemed to feel that one. The arrow just pierces through one of its legs, stuck there, kind of halfway through. It's sort of. That's that stuff. After you would be said spider. It will make a decision. It will shift its gaze over towards Borg. Take a pair of shots. That's a big ol'... That's an 11.
Miss.
And that is a 23.
Miss. No, I'm kidding. That one hits.
So that's 11 force damage. And your armor class reduces by 1. As a chunk of your full plate gets blasted off and just ching 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 like down the hall. And you also get pushed back 10 feet.
Oh my god.
Just
That's what's wrong with it.
yeah, one of the shoulder pieces now is like gone, exposing that section of you.
Well, that sucks.
I'm gonna find this guy. I'm gonna find this guy with my magic.
The spider tries to back off. Monkey, you can take an attack opportunity through your Echo.
Done. Do this.
Take a swing.
Swinging for a 24.
That is a hit.
Then I do a D8. 13 damage.
She is.
Full hit.
And you didn't take Sentinel, did you?
No.
Okay. Cool. Good to know. This thing is like kind of limping. One of the legs gets cut off from that hit from the Echo, but it limps just past the entryway into the main chamber. But it looks like it's just about dead.
Do they attack it?
You don't see anything attack it as it goes by now. All right. Borg! You're good 100 feet from the entrance into the chamber. And you're muted.
Ass. I am now gonna cross the little sewage stream to the other side behind Ur'Durz.
Let's see. You are at 100 feet. Ur'Durz is actually way ahead of you, like 50 feet ahead of you.
No. So the stream that the sewage pipe.
Yeah.
With the sewage in the middle.
Like I said, these
only a
aren't
10-foot
to
gap, right?
scale because of how far the thing is. You're way far back from these two guys.
Okay, so from where you're sitting,
Mm-hmm.
what would it take to get me across the stream, across the sewage stream?
Just across it.
Yeah, that's 10 feet, right?
That's 5, 10, 15 feet of movement. You could go, or you could go at an angle going forward a little bit, but
I'll go at an angle and get on the same side that
Sure.
Ur'Durz and Buds is on, and then use my whole movement to do that.
Gotcha. Yeah, just sloshing slightly. Yeah.
Oh no, loud. Just like
Just
get in order as quick as I could.
Right. So we'll say you move up with your whole movement. You could get to the 70-foot mark. You'd still be 10 feet behind Ur'Durz.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's perfect. I just want to.
Or well, you'd basically be right next to Bud.
Got it.
Yeah.
That's perfect. I want to put something between me and those blasts coming down.
Okay. Yep, that's where you're at.
Yon, shoot your lead out. Good luck.
Great. Just what I wanted.
That's my move.
All right, sounds good. Do you want to do anything with your action?
Oh, that was movement and dash.
Oh, movement
right?
and dash would get you farther up. You could
Okay.
get ahead of Ur'Durz if you wanted.
No, I'll stay. About how far away am I from all the action up ahead?
You are currently just like 75 feet from the chamber.
From the chamber?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'll hold there. And, yeah, I'll hold. No, I'm going to dash. I'm going to get as far as I can with my movement. Even
Okay.
if that places me past everyone.
Gets you about 40 feet from the entrance, which puts you just ahead of Ur'Durz.
Perfect.
Or more like 20 feet ahead of Ur'Durz at the moment. But yeah, anyways. So, Spider went, Borg went. We should be coming around to the top of the turn, which is Bud. Sitting at 70 feet from the chamber.
So close yet so far. Bud is gonna pick up he's gonna stash his bow, pick up his glaive as his action. Would that be too many actions?
We get you could just, if you want to just drop the bow and pick up the glaive, that's fine. I'd say you could burn a bonus action to pick up to stash and store and move everything exactly where you want it.
I guess that's true. He wouldn't necessarily. Yeah, if he's gonna pick up the glaive, he could always come back for this bow. So
Right.
he'll just kind of drop it and say, "We're going in. We're going in."
Just drops the bow, grabs the glaive as he starts running forward.
And then I'm just gonna move forward.
Cool. Move and dash.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Move you guys out of the way. Move and dash. It's gonna get you 10 feet from. It's gonna put you literally there.
Do I see
In actual to scale.
Do I see anything around me?
Whoop. You do make out there's a very large spider around this corner over here.
Okay.
Make a perception check for me.
Oh, that was on a thing. 10.
10? Yeah, so you notice the large spider there. There's, not that. There's this guy who's right up here. You can kind of, he's just sort of backlit by the candles.
Okay.
And he seems to be turning to come this way.
Okay.
And that's what you can see. And you're much closer now. You have a much better look at this weird spider with its sort of eye mouth at the front of its torso where all the legs come in.
Is that one right in front of me, or is that?
You are now, because of your extended reach and your glaive, it is now within reach of you, but you've burnt your action getting up here.
Can I burn my little action surge thing? My thing I can do once.
Make an attack on it.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
smack it.
Go for it.
All right. Yeah, why
Action
not?
surge. Go for it.
That's what it's for, right?
Yeah.
Rolled an 11, but I have a +7 to hit, so it's 18.
That will
or
hit.
18.
That's gonna hit.
Okay.
Roll damage ceremoniously, because it is very near death already.
Yeah. 11 total.
Yeah, with those arrow wounds it had taken from your yours and Chicholito's ranged hits and Ur'Durz smacking it, you just run the glaive right into that eye mouth thing and like lift up, and you just split the front of it. And it's that is a dead weird spider.
Icky.
Oh, it's spewing ichor.
Everyone pauses. Everyone pauses at the expansion of the vocabulary.
If you know, you know.
All right, that's a hefty turn. We are coming around to Ur'Durz, about 60 feet from that entrance. With your echo about 30 feet from that entrance.
Okay. I'll move up. Let's see.
So you could get to there, which is where your echo was.
Okay.
And you can move your echo.
Yeah, I'll move my echo up. And so the scaling is correct now?
Yeah, you are now within scale.
Okay.
And that's
I'll move him right there.
Yeah, as he shows up there, a previous around the corner, very large spider jumps out to attack it. Rolls a 2, so it actually misses the echo.
Okay, I'll attack it.
Yeah. You have the hand. Wait a minute. You were at 6. Yeah, you just need to use your movement. So go for it. So get your action.
18 to hit.
That's a hit.
And 7 damage.
7. All right.
That's all.
Huh?
That's all.
It's sort of this echo. You can see it's a version of you with these like dual hand axes. Spins ones around and just like crack with like the back of it, like you would with a regular house spider. Dealing some damage onto the carapace.
Bad spider.
Any bonus action or extra attack features or anything?
Not for this guy.
Okay. Moving on to Chicholito. Still goes before the spiders.
Okay, so I am still down that hallway somewhere.
Oh yeah, you are 90 feet down from the entrance.
Okay, move, bonus action, dash.
Cool.
And then shoot from where that gets me.
Yeah, that gets you right, kind of the opposite of the area from Ur'Durz there, and well within range of the one that's trying to maul the echo.
Perfect. I will shoot at that guy for 25.
That's a hit.
And I will do 10 damage.
Nice.
Yeah, a good roll now.
That's a for no like sneak attack damage or anything. That's a solid hit.
Yeah, I rolled almost max damage.
Well done. Yes. Solid hit and a squeal. It's this spider's taking quite a beating. It's gonna be Spider's turn. Spider's held action's not useful anymore, so 5, 10, 15. Kind of crawls through the water and sewage to try to maul that echo. That is a miss. And well, that's it. That's all it can do. It's the problem with having one good attack a turn is when you swing and a miss on it, it's utterly useless. All right. Next up is gonna be Borg. Borg, you're sitting 40 feet.
Yeah, just behind Ur'Durz.
Yep.
Would you say I'm about 60 feet away from the spider that's, well, I guess closest to you?
You'd
kind of in the
be
sewage?
with 45 feet of movement. You would be on top of either spider.
That means it's close enough to Sacred Flame.
That's right.
So I'm gonna Sacred Flame the one that is in the sewage. It has to make a dex save of 13.
All right. That is a fail. Roll that damage.
Alright, so it takes... Oh, shit. Oh, I wish that counted, but it doesn't. 7 damage. 7 radiant damage.
7 radiant. Alright.
And then I move up to right behind Ur'Durz.
Whoa.
I get real close.
Right up on it. Are we taking up the same 5-foot square then?
Yeah. It's like a ghost with the hands that come behind you, and they like grab the sword. No, 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 no.
Oh dear.
No, no, no.
I just watched Community in the last couple of weeks, so there's the episode where they have the pottery class, and if anyone does the scene from Ghost, you are expelled.
I just like that every time we do shit like this in the game, Adam always gets a little uncomfortable. Oh dear.
Oh, not this again.
Oh,
They're
my.
swinging each other's swords.
The other Pokemon trainers are making their Pikachu's kiss, and it's making me feel awkward, Bob.
I think that's called docking.
Yeah.
The Pokemon trainers are making their Pikachu's kiss. Oh, that is ridiculous.
Oh man.
So I get real close to Ur'Durz,
Yep.
and then I see, are those spider eggs?
Yeah,
That-
there are these. You can only see kind of the outline of one of them, but there are these clutches of eggs that seem to be worked into some bricks and debris.
Okay, and then the other guy who's kind of, it looks like he's
You can-
crawling out of the whirlpool, or is he?
No,
dead in
he's
the
on the other side, but you can kind of see him from the outline because of the candlelight from this like candelabra he's apparently set up.
Oh my! Would you say he's about 60 feet away?
I would say he's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65 feet away.
Oh, that's Ur'Durz. Okay, I thought Bud was Ur'Durz. My bad.
No, that's
On
Ur'Durz.
the red base.
You're right. You're right. You got the red base on Ur'Durz. He's right there in front of you.
Yeah. All right. In that case,
Not
I
it is.
summon my spiritual weapon
Ooh. All right.
right next to the exact same spider that
Gotcha.
that I just sacred flamed, and I'm gonna try and take a swing at that bad boy.
Oh, he's so bad.
Oh. 12 plus 5, 17.
17 is a hit with the dodecahedron on a stick. That is your spiritual weapon.
I forgot about that. That's so
That's
perfect.
awesome.
That's gonna be 10 damage.
Nice. All right.
7 plus 3.
All right. A good whack on that one that's in the water, and yeah, it also looks pretty messed up. Another hit or two, and these things are going down.
Nice.
All right, and then it is that guy's turn. Kind of looking at the situation. You see him in a spin rip off his cloak, which looks very much like Ur'Durz's cloak, and go and just like stuff it into this hole in the wall that's surrounded by the runes.
Running away, eh?
He's taking his sword. He's like, "Ugh!" Takes a swing, hits, and does some damage. Looks like he's like, you see him just like, ah! Seems to get mad and seems to be winding up for another swing at this hole in the wall. That's Ur'Dan's. Comes around to Bud. You're muted though.
Sorry. Is
Yeah.
that spider just to the right of the echo?
Yep. That's
So I'd
well within your reach.
Yep. Go for that glaive strike.
Attack.
Is the
Hmm?
Dylan, is what Borg did still active with
Yeah.
the plus
Yep.
1?
There's
Or
a
is it concentration or
It is concentration. I
Spirit-
did not lose concentration, and
Right.
it's still on you.
spiritual
Oh,
weapon
okay.
is not concentration
Okay.
It was the magic weapon that I cast on his glaive.
because the best blasters in the game should obviously be the clerics.
so it is 15 total.
15's a hit.
Sweet. And then...
Damage that spider.
Oh, bummer. It is only a... You said it's a +1 to hit, right? Or to damage also?
Yes.
Okay, so that's not too bad. So 7 total.
7 damage, alright. This thing is just barely staying alive. You kind of pierce the back end of the, the webby butt end and cut it wide open, but it's still moving.
Oh, that's a nice image.
Yeah. Yeah, that water is really dirty now.
Some ichor.
But Ur'Durz, seeing there's a bunch of spider meat exposed and in view.
Guys, it's lunchtime.
All right.
Call off the battle. Maybe your Dan's will run in on this.
Right. All right. What's Ur'Durz doing?
How far away is your Dan's?
Ur'Dan's, roughly 100 and something. Let me count it out here. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. It's like 85 feet away.
Okay. 85. Okay. So can I move and then use another action to move and then like action surge to move again?
That is within your capabilities to use your actions to move, yes.
So that would be 90 feet. Like I could get on him, right?
Yeah, you get your speed whenever you take the dash action, so.
Okay.
Like, you got to get around some stuff. It's a straight line to him is the 85, but you can probably get there with that much movement, yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. So are you going to move your echo, or are you going to just running?
Oh, can the echo do it?
The echo can move you can only move the echo 30 feet with the free action, but you can swap spots as a bonus action and do some stuff.
Oh.
And it can just run across the water. It doesn't care about what the surfaces below it are.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have it move 30 feet.
Okay.
And then I'll swap.
So you do the mental command to move it. The spiders are going to try to attack of opportunity it when it gets out of their range. Wow. That's awesome. What's the AC on the Echo? One of them got a 17. Is that
17.
Meets? Okay. One of them just hit. One of them just whiffed with the bite. The last one bit the back ankle of the Echo, which dissipates it. But you still have all of your. That's not even an action to do the move at 30 feet thing. So you still have your whole turn.
So I could still do my triple move thing.
Yep. So
okay, I'm gonna go for it.
Cool. So that's your move and a dash action. And then
and he's only 10 feet away?
He's now 5, 10, 15, 20 feet away from you.
Oh, okay. Sorry, the camera quality.
Get you.
So
you can use your action surge dash again if you'd like.
Let's see. Let me see what I got. Yeah, I guess all action surge to get to him. Can I ram him? Just body check him?
Sure. Make an athletics check.
Just try to knock him away from it.
Right.
That's athletics, 19.
19? All right. You do kind of just give him a shoulder check, essentially. Doesn't affect him because you don't have actions left to do stuff. But you do he does register your presence here as you just shoulder check him, and there's this look of recognition that he just now realized it's you.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right up on him. You still have your bonus action to summon your Echo, technically.
Oh, I do?
Yeah. You didn't use your bonus action yet.
Oh, okay. I'll put my... Oh.
You can put it wherever you want within your 15 feet.
Can I move back to where I was in bonus action and then summon?
You want to
the
now
echo
run back away from him a little bit and then put the echo next to him?
I thought I had to use my bonus action to try to make the echo run.
Nope, that's it's in your rule stuff. It's a normal action. But anyways, so what do you want to do now?
I'll summon the echo behind him.
Gotcha. Like on the flanking him basically, or behind him?
Yeah.
Okay. And then just this new version. Looks like it's you with a whip for some reason. You're not sure exactly what the context is. This version of you seems confused. Like it's looking around like not expecting to be in this situation. So, alright, that's Ur'Durz. Let's get back on Chucholito. You've been dragged slightly out of screen, but you are just a little south of it.
Okay, so I'm about 30 feet from the mouth of the...
Right.
Like...
Yep, about 30 feet from here, essentially.
Okay, and the quality is not great on my screen, so bear with me. That's a column, not a spider in front of there, right?
No columns, those are all spiders.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so it's still alive, so I don't want to get that close to it.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to stay where I am, which is what, about 40 feet away?
You're 30 feet at the moment.
Okay. And I'm going to regret the fact that there's nothing for me to hide by.
You are in darkness, so you could try.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to use a bonus action and try to hide.
Sure, I will do that. Do I roll with disadvantage or just straight up?
Roll straight up.
Okay. That is a 15.
15, okay.
8 plus 7.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then I will attack.
Gotcha. There's no advantage for you, just a straight roll.
Straight roll. Ooh! 23.
23 is a hit. You going for this? You going for this one in the water?
I'm going for the one straight ahead of me. The one in the water is engaged, otherwise engaged, right?
Straight ahead of you, there's a pile of eggs and some rubble.
Oh, that's what I thought was a column.
Oh, no. Pile of eggs and some rubble.
Okay, yeah, that guy.
All right.
Oh, hold on. Can I shoot the pile of eggs? No, I don't need to open that Pandora's box.
Let me crack open some spider eggs and see what happens.
Yeah, then I will shoot at that spider. Do I get my sneak attack damage?
You do not.
Beans. 8 damage.
8 damage is, though, enough. That thing was nearly dead, so a final arrow through the side of the abdomen. It just can't hold itself together anymore.
Okay.
And he's dead.
Now knowing that those are eggs and not like a spider or whatever in front, I will move up 30 feet.
Okay. I can move you right up to him.
Yeah.
Cool. Right there.
Maybe back 5 feet.
Not quite all the way up to him.
Yeah.
Gotcha. You can see the other spider right around the corner there.
Yeah.
All right. And
that's my turn.
Gotcha. Spiders. Runs up. It's gonna try to bite Bud. That is a 22.
Gets me.
Let's see. You're gonna need to make a Constitution saving throw.
All right. Oh, that's 9.
Okay, so you take 5 piercing damage, and then 9 poison damage.
All right.
And okay, no additional effects after that. Okay.
Ah.
And then it comes over to Borg.
I am going to continue the rest of the way in.
Great.
So I'm kind of behind Chucholito if I can swing it.
25. You get the. Oh wait, no, yeah, you could get to there, yeah.
Yeah. And would you say I'm within 60 feet of Ur'Durz?
Nope, just outside of it.
Oh, always just 5 feet away.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to swing at the spider that's in front of Buds
Gotcha.
with the sacred weapon.
Smack.
Oh.
That is a miss. With a 5. So I will sacred flame him again. He needs to make a dex save of 13.
All right. That is a success.
Oh, nothing happens.
Yeah.
Okay. I spend my turn being entirely useless. And I hide behind shoot you later.
There's a whiff and a whoosh, and then nothing. All right. Comes to Ur'Durz. Kind of looks Ur'Durz in the face, and it's just like, you betrayer. Ugh. He's gonna. His eye. You see, you're right up on him, and you have some candlelight there. You see his eyes kind of. He's angrily looking at you, but his eyes dart back over to this hole, and you can see, looking back from the other side, there is a hobgoblin face. Go ahead and make a, just like a perception check, and see if you recognize who that is.
Nope. I got a 4.
4. You can tell there was a hobgoblin on the other side, but you're not sure, you know. Other than that, you're not 100%. You do see them they're holding like a spider egg, it looks like.
Ur'Durz?
No,
Oh,
the one,
the
one
person on the
past
other
the portal, yeah. Oh, I see a spider crawling across my wall. This is excellent timing. I should like catch it, put it on the
Yeah.
battlefield, and have you guys deal with it. Let's see. He pulls up one of his blades like he's going to attack you, but then turns and hits the golden rim of this little porthole that looks back towards wherever these spiders are coming from. That's a hit, and that does enough damage. He breaks the edge of it, and as he does, the porthole kind of immediately fades to just stonework, like the walls everywhere else, and the rest of the runes fade away from that wall.
Okay.
He spins around with his offhand sword. He pulls up, kind of blade down, and tries to hit you as he's drawing it. That's a 1. Okay, that's a whiff.
Loser.
Oh man, this hasn't gone his way at all.
No. I mean, he broke his hole, but whatever.
Right. Yeah.
I'm gonna break his other hole.
He was really expecting those spiders to hold you guys off for longer. All right. That's him. Comes around to Bud.
Can I stab this thing?
Yeah.
Just reach back and
Kind of choke up on it and just
yeah.
plunge downward.
And that is a 14 total. Oh wait, 15 plus the 1 for the if we're still have the magic weapon
Yeah,
thing.
you're still concentrated on it.
Okay,
Or
15.
he's still concentrated on it. Yeah, 15's a hit.
All right.
Right on damage.
14 with
Oh,
the
yeah.
plus.
You just plunge it right into the dead center, and then just sort of push it out of your way, and it's just floating down the water.
It sloshes into the water.
Right.
He sloshes it.
You still got all your whole movement and everything.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I will go. I'll go from the left side and try to go.
Kind of go around the left.
Yeah.
You kind of end up there, kind of climbing up out of the water.
Okay.
At the end of that movement.
And that'll be it.
Cool. Coming around to Ur'Durz.
It's time to go to Pound Town.
Oh yeah. Get poundy.
Yeah, so I'm gonna attack.
Do it.
So it's 16 to hit.
That is a miss.
Okay.
He's got this looks like splint mail armor on, and it scrapes along, but does not find purchase.
Okay, and I'll unleash incarnation and hit attack again.
Gotcha. The confused leather-clad version of Ur'Durz, at least the outline of it, kind of looks around confused and then goes to like whip the backside of the hobgoblin.
Clearly he is confused at 7.
7. You see the whip hit, but then realize he wasn't going for damage. This appears to be a version of you that is just into some stuff. So
Is that a ball gag or what?
it's hard to tell because it's just like a ghostly outline, but yeah, apparently not incredibly well built for combat at the moment, or at least was confused about the alternate timeline it found itself in.
Put on these fuzzy handcuffs. Ooh.
All right. Anything else from Ur'Durz?
No, I'll just say I attack like you do.
Oh, that's the version of me that's like you. Oh man, stop kink shaming yourself.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Chucholito. You are a 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 feet from this dude where you're at.
Then that's within my range.
True.
So I'm going to hide.
I would say you have cover if you just duck down next to these spider eggs.
Yeah. What could
Yeah.
possibly go wrong?
Sure.
So I will hide behind the spider eggs.
Got it. Make your stealth
that-
check.
The stealth check is a big fat 13.
Oh, right. You then kind of pop up, take your shot. You do not have advantage.
I roll an 18.
Ooh, that is still a hit, though. And you still get your sneak attack damage because Ur'Durz is up there.
Well, hell yes.
Yay.
That's going to be 17.
17 damage. Ur'Durz, you see Ur'Dan's look over his shoulder and be like, "You've brought pathetic, weakling little friends with you to try to..." Oh! As he like gets an arrow right in the ribcage. He's like trying to talk shit and then taking almost 20 damage. So-
Talk shit, get shot.
Yeah.
Kind of like coughs some blood out. All right. That all from Chucholito?
That is all from Chucholito.
All right.
Hold on. No,
You
I
got,
want
like-
to
you got, like-
5 feet away from those eggs.
Okay. Well, you can go. You got like 25 feet of movement left. You can go kind of wherever you want.
Yeah, I just want to step back.
Step back again. Okay.
Yeah. I just don't want to end my turn next to those eggs.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I don't know what tricks you have.
Oh yeah. I mean, who knows? You can't even see my face. You don't know what. You don't know what I'm doing here. I could have taken these shorts off and just gone no pants. It is hot.
Dude, tell me about it. I'm fucking dying.
That is very hot.
I choose to live in the northwest because I like the cold and the rain slightly. This is unacceptable weather. We are coming around. Ur'Durz has such crap initiative for this fight that it is now Borg's turn.
No,
Oh.
Ur'Dan's has crap initiative.
Yeah,
Ur'Durz has
Ur'Dan's.
amazing initiative.
Ur'Durz did pretty good, but Ur'Dan's is
Yeah.
shite.
Dance.
Ur'Dan's.
I am going to move. So the flipped over guys are dead, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so just making sure it's no new guys crawling out. I'm gonna move my spiritual weapon towards that nice pile of gossamer right there on the corner with the eggs.
The pile of which what?
The pile of eggs that's right on the corner directly in front of me. Bingo!
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna smash them.
Go for it.
So that's gonna be a 20 to hit
That's a hit.
with a big chunky 5 radiant damage.
5 whole radiant damage.
5 whole radiant damage. I
Okay.
did not roll well.
I will mark that down.
And then I'm going to book around the corner to try and get as close to Ur'Dan's as I can, and
You-
then I'm going to Sacred Flame him.
You do see 2 or 3 of the eggs just get smashed and kind of bleed out the ooze and legs. But 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can get onto the little rickety bridge.
Such a gross sentence. Yeah, Sacred Flame!
Sacred Flame!
Dex save of 13.
Dex save. That is a failure.
Dios mio.
Indeed.
6 whole damage
Nice.
as a radiant pillar comes down upon him.
You see like a dodecahedron of flame just like on him. He's like, Gah!
Ah, I'm inflamed. That's my turn.
All right, let's see here. Bud.
But
Mhm.
I move forward to Ur'Durz. See if I can.
30. Because of your reach, you can actually get to within reach of him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take a strike.
Go for it.
Yeah, this will be better. $22 total with the +1.
That's a hit.
And $9 with the +1.
9 damage. All right. Glaive kind of buries into his back a bit, and it's just like, Gah! And like staring at Ur'Durz the whole time. Just, you're weak. That's why you left, because you're weak. But it's Ur'Durz's turn.
Okay, smacky smack smacks.
Just picture like him being like, "You are so weak," and he's like, "Sure," and like you just start smacking into him with your war pick.
Uh-huh. And then I hit with a 19.
19's a hit, yeah.
And I do 10 damage.
Nice.
And then I'll
the-
do my... Huh?
Unleashing that incarnation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And attacking again.
Go for it.
Ooh, that's a 19 to roll, so 24 to hit.
Ooh, yeah, that's a hit.
And 11 damage.
11 damage. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see the Echo, kind of like, it does a motion like, oh, I get what's happening, and like drops the whip and like pulls a short sword and like stabs him in the back. Are you gonna move your Echo out of the way? At the moment, it's sort of blocking a possible flanking option for people.
Yeah, I'll move it next
Just
to
like
me or somewhere. Yeah.
right there. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you guys are all, because now it's all like all on one. It's a big whale on him factory at this point. So Chucholito.
I will do the same thing where I run up, hide behind the smashed eggs.
Sure.
Hold on.
This one's been.
Is there anything...
Huh?
Those are the ones that were smashed?
Yeah, they got a little smash. You might want to duck behind a different one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will duck behind the other clutch of eggs.
Sure.
What is that? Is that a bridge
Yes.
next to me?
Yep.
Okay. Is there anything on the other side of that bridge?
Not that you're noticing within your dark vision, although you do see a ladder on the back wall.
Okay. I will hide and try to shoot at the guy.
Do the thing.
Ooh, nat 1 on my hide.
Ooh. Yeah, no, he's his natural 19. He sees you.
He sees me. I will still shoot at him.
Go for it.
That is a 19.
That is a hit.
And big 7 for damage.
Ooh, still a chunk. Yep, he's still just, he keeps like turning and being like, you and all these weak little every time he tries to talk shit, he keeps getting hit for a solid chunk of damage. Anything else out of Chucholito?
I want to get away from the eggs.
Gotcha.
Probably back around the corner.
We can't quite get around the corner, that same corner again.
Oh yeah,
you're
you're right.
You could cross the bridge if you
then
wanted.
Just, I'll take a step back, basically.
Okay. Put you right there. All right. It is now Borg's turn, because he's that bad at his initiative.
Woo! Gonna smash that pile of eggs again with my spiritual weapon.
Go for it.
That's going to be another 20.
Totally hits.
Followed by 10 damage.
Yeah. You feel pretty confident with that last smack that all of the relevant eggs are destroyed in that pile.
And then I am going to do... Bud, I'm sorry, your magic weapon drops, but I'm going to do whole person on Ur'Durz.
Ooh, all right.
So he has to make a wisdom save of 13.
Okay. He is sitting on a +3, so he has to roll a 10 or better. This is kind of a... getting up onto an intense moment. Intense, because this is... I imagine with all of you guys wailing on him with hold person up.
That's an intense angle.
This might not be that intense actually, because he's gonna have another save at the end of his turn. No. He resists.
He did it.
He resists. Resists the effect.
Dang him.
Him and
No
his
worries.
dangin'.
It happens. Jeff's a cheater. Everyone knows.
Yeah, that's his weighted dice.
Waited to
see
roll. Waited to roll 12s consistently.
Yeah. That's a strategy. Nobody's gonna be like, hey, his weighted dice rolls 12s.
I mean, that's with bounded accuracy. It's not the worst idea.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that failed. So, are you doing any movement, or are you staying on that rickety bridge?
I'm gonna cross the rickety bridge since
Okay.
I'm wearing very heavy metal and I am very heavy and large.
So you could move more if you wanted.
Yeah,
another
I'll
10.
hang out there.
All right. Ur'Durz is up again. Kind of turns to Ur'Durz more, and it's just like, you fled. You knew the Spider Queen would have to make you a drider just to help your weak, sorry ass. Now make his swings. Ooh, shit, that's a nat 20. And then that's a 10. That's not gonna do it. And then the offhand is gonna be 21 on the offhand.
Okay.
So a crit and a hit, if I'm not mistaken. So that's 9 slashing damage. And another 9 slashing damage. Because of how doubling dice works.
Ouchie.
You roll low on the dice, and then the normal hit does the same damage as the crit. So one of these dual blade swings goes wide, but he managed to bury the other two, kind of cutting you before you can push him off. Then it comes around to Bud.
Alright. Glaive again.
Glaive.
Glaive. It's only an 11 this time.
11's a miss.
And then I will... That's all I can do.
All right. Let's see here. Ur'Durz.
Yeah.
Send in messages.
Sorry.
Got its turn.
It's important.
Oh my god. It's like you're a doctor during a global health pandemic, and we shouldn't give you too much shit about it.
It was definitely work related. Yes.
All right.
I just saved a life.
Oh my.
Hey, can we give him these pills? You're like, if you want him to die.
He texted me asking if I would touch a poop for $5.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So
That makes more sense.
You would.
Okay.
It's sarcoidosis.
Ur'Durz.
how does
Is
he
that-
know that?
So I attack him.
Do it.
9's gonna miss.
Yeah.
And so I'll attack him again.
Gotta unleash the incarnation of your echo.
Yeah, and I will miss again.
Shit. All right. With double whiffs, he starts to just cackle at you a bit.
It's not his turn. He can't laugh yet.
Oh yeah, he can. Legendary action to laugh at you.
Okay.
He goes, always a disappointment. Always the worst of us.
Yeah.
And then it comes around to Chucholito.
I mean, the only thing left to do is to continue to.
Keep on shooting.
I feel like once I get in my foxhole, I really have the one move. So I'm gonna try to hide behind those eggs.
Got it.
Big hide this time, 21.
Ooh, he might not see you. You pop out and have advantage on that attack.
Oh! Fucking motherfuck. It's a 10 with advantage. I rolled a 1 and a 3.
Ooh. Yeah. Arrow shatters on the stone next to him. And he kind of...
That's the second time this game. The first time it was a 2 and a 3.
Right.
My advantage is not helping.
Right.
Yeah.
I will move 5 feet away from the eggs and hang my head in shame.
And the cackling of the hobgoblin grows. He goes.
I take 1 psychic damage.
Yes. Borg, it's your turn.
I Sacred Flame him, so Dex save 13.
Dex save. That's a fail.
Oh, he takes 6 damage.
Nice.
Another dodecahedron of fire.
Yep.
And I move my spiritual weapon up to the spider egg cluster right behind me.
Yep. Doable.
20 feet. I can do it, and I'm a smash.
Smash.
12 plus 5, 17. I think that hits.
Oh, yeah.
And it takes 7 plus 3, 10 damage.
10 damage. All right. You smash the eggs. You're pretty sure they're all destroyed. They sound like butts for some reason.
Oh my god, these aren't eggs, they're butts!
All right. Comes back to Ur'Durz, who miraculously has another turn. He's gonna try to put down Ur'Durz. This is his sole goal at this point. Ugh. That's a 25 and 11 and wow, and a 10. So 25 hits.
Yeah.
Holy God. All right, it's been 1s and 2s on this D8 all night.
Yeah.
So yeah, 5 slashing damage on Ur'Durz, who hasn't even
Wow.
bothered to take a second wind yet this game. All right, a small hack, a flurry of blades swinging as he's very quickly losing stamina. His wounds beginning to overtake him. Pretty aware, hoping this last flurry of blades could take down Ur'Durz. But he has a look of recognition in his eyes that he's about to get dropped.
Drop it like it's hot.
Comes over to Bud.
Okay, Bud drops the glaive and whips up the great axe into him.
Yep, that's a ting-ting, and then great axe. You don't even have to move if you don't want to, but if you did move into flanking position, then you get advantage.
I'll move into flanking
Cool.
with the axe. Yeah.
Get up on him.
Yeah, thank you.
He's new to having an intelligence above 6.
It's true. Usually it just hits things from far away.
Right.
It is 22, not a natural.
That is a
20,
hit.
it's 22. And then 11 total damage.
11 damage. Yeah.
Oh wait, that's for the glaive, right? I need to roll
a D12, yeah, for
D12. Sorry.
No problem.
Sorry, that was a D10. Oh, yes. Yes. This is 11 plus 5 is 16.
16 damage. Ooh.
Dang.
All right. You guys watch as Ur'Dan's just kind of lifting up his offhand to try to get set up for a new flurry of swings, and his left hand just gets cut off at mid forearm. The axe smashing the rock behind the arm on the other side. It pulls down the stump. Just he is now down to one arm. All right, and that's Bud. Ur'Durz.
So he's dropped or just missing an arm?
He's missing an arm at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do called shots to the other arm.
Ah, nice. He's like, he kind of instinctually moves his other arm in front of him towards the stump that just got created, and
Yeah.
go for your attack.
So is that with advantage?
Yeah,
then?
you're flanking with Bud, so go for it.
So
Advantage.
19 to hit.
19 is a hit. You want to roll your damage?
10 damage.
10 is plenty. Yeah, he kind of hits the arm and slides down to the wrist before it's kind of catches with the pick, and you actually just like a nail, just like nail his his arm mid wrist down to the stonework. He seems he's a little pinned in place. Just
He's not like down though, right?
he is not dead at the moment.
Okay.
He's pretty incapacitated.
How do you tie somebody up with no hand?
Do you declare that you guys should tie him up?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna let's tie him up and take him to the lady, Olios.
Lady Olios. Yeah. Cool. I'm gonna do this. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
It's Jeff.
It's Jeff. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Here to murder you all if you cross me. That's a joke. I'm joking.
He's not.
Fear
He
my
will.
humor. Where is my thingamajig? Oh, probably the one that I labeled me. Pop. Okay. All right. Disarmed, so to speak. Oh man, he's just like Star Wars and every Marvel movie. He's effectively incapacitated at this point. At one point, as you guys begin to tie him up, all of you have rope, so it's not that difficult, and all of you are on him. So, busting out some ropes, getting him tied up. He starts to say something off to a dark corner. Anybody who thinks they could make it, make a religion check.
I have religion.
Ur'Durz could definitely make a religion check on this.
21.
That is extremely my shit. 20.
20.
How does Ur'Durz beat the priest in religion? Oh my
Maybe
god.
that isn't your shit.
He used to serve the same one.
You
Is
take
that
it.
right?
I mean, honestly, it makes way more sense for Ur'Durz to know this stuff than you do. Both of you are aware that cults of the Spider Queen, some of their priests, if they deem themselves unworthy, can literally call out to the Spider Queen, and you may hear that they are too weak to solve their scenario, and use her magic to transform them into grotesque spider-based abominations.
Oh, wow.
So if you let him keep calling out, there is a chance that he could convince Lolth to make him some sort of demonic spider creature. So
And it's verbal?
Ur'Durz is aware it's verbal. All you have to do is gag him, and he wouldn't be able to do anything
Oh, I
about it.
gagged the shit out of him.
So seeing him start to invoke that with the 21, you immediately like, oh, and he grabs some of that rope and just,
You're only transforming into a pile of shit.
Summon that shadow of yourself that had the gag. We need him here on now.
Bends down to like put a ghost gag on him. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Well, he can't.
It's my fault, and I don't like it. So, what are you? You guys have a bound and gagged Ur'Durz.
Let's take him back. Are
Yeah,
the spiders still there?
There are
we
still a couple
dispatched
clutches of spider eggs, which are relatively easily smashed, if you like.
Yeah, Bud would go back and retrieve his bow, pick up his glaive, smash these on the way there and back.
Sure.
Um,
Easy enough, yeah.
On the way out, would it be possible for me to, like, maybe try to, like, rip a fang out of one of these spiders or something? 'Cause, you know, I'm always looking for poisonous shit.
Sure. Make a nature check. Try to retrieve. You're effectively trying to retrieve some poison, right?
Oh, nat 20!
Ooh.
Oh.
First of the day.
Nice. Yeah, you get up in there. You probably have a smoother, like, steel type dagger, and use that to more precisely kind of cut around. And you cut up into its, like the structures for its fangs, and find the poison sac and actually carve like around it.
That sack.
And you have the natural sac you managed to completely remove without puncturing it. So you have this little organic sac of poison from these spiders.
Fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet, but I have it.
You're probably going to want to put it in vials for easier application. But you've got the whole sack, so you can now take it back to somewhere a little less grungy to make a more careful check as you get the vial. Well, I don't know how many vials you have on you, but
I just have the basic kit. I'll look up how many.
So you'll want to buy some vials probably. There might be some in the kit though. And I would say, so you guys are picking up this dude to just drag him out of there and get him back up to Lady Olios and turn him in, essentially.
Smashing all the spider eggs.
Yep.
I want to investigate what that mirror was that he was trying to break.
Or what the thing was, yeah. Make an investigation check.
Because it was a mirror, and he was trying to smash the
No,
golden outside.
what I said was it's about the size of a hand mirror.
Oh, but it's not very good either way. 8!
8. You do see looking over there. There is a looks like it was a like a brass band kind of in a circle that just has been. It looks like it took 2 hits, but it got like kind of scuffed and then hit and broken. So it was just like basically it's like a thick brass wire, vaguely in a circle, and it's like half dislodged from the wall. Looks like it got put up there. With just some little pitons, and it almost came off from the pitons that were holding it up when it got broken.
Well, maybe I could take this, have someone take a look at it. Maybe they would know what to do. I mean, the option is just to leave it down here, and I kind of grab it and pull it off the wall.
Yep, just ting comes off.
It doesn't say that how many vials come in the herbalism kit, just that it has vials.
Okay. Well, it has plural vial. We'll say it has 5 vials in it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. All right. As you guys are heading out, Bud, make an intelligence check for me.
10 total.
10 total. So nobody mentioned it specifically, but gave the highest intelligence in the group a chance to make the check there, which he did. Something you guys usually do when you have an encounter like this with some sort of entity, you then prefer to usually search the room for things such as coin and items.
Say
and
that
whatnot.
actually. I was gonna say before we go, we should look for his treasure. Obviously.
That is a great idea. I like where your
You're
head's
not
at, bud.
wrong.
And it starts with these two things, and he grabs the two pittons that were holding up whatever Borg just took, and he stashes those.
Make you just rip them some pitons out of the wall and put them, so you have a pair of pitons.
I'll just put them in my little sack I have my climbing stuff in.
Right. Everybody else give me an investigation check, looking around.
Sure. Ugh, 5.
5, alright.
2.
2!
Not as bad. 15.
15. Looking around, everybody kind of does a quick once-over. The immediate room just has this, like, this candle stand, and it's just, like, basic, like, metal thrown together kind of thing with candles on it. The candles are dripping wax, so they're probably not magic or anything. Borg, spotting a ladder that may or may not get up to the surface, thinks that would probably be a good idea to go look at. As you go up the ladder, you can see that it's been like wedged shut, like a crowbar has been used to wedge it so no one could open it from above. And tucked in a little hole in the side there is a backpack. Looking in the backpack, there's there's 4 or 5 pouches that seem to be holding coin of some kind, and there is a spell scroll stuck in there, as well as a pair of vials with some sort of liquid inside.
Ooh! Yeah, I take all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Sorry, Microsoft just bleeped at me to be like, I'm having problems. I'm like, of course you are.
Bleep, bleep, bleep.
It's like, doodling, I am having a hard time. I'm like, I get it. You're Microsoft. You're gonna relax.
No, he's having a hard time.
Relax, Windows.
Microsoft's gonna Microsoft. There's one thing I know.
Microsoft, give me free stuff. All right, so you have this backpack with some coin and a scroll and a couple vials.
What's the, how much coin is in there?
Well, this ladder in the sewer is not the best place to count it out, but, there's...
Alright, boys. We'll count it out when we get up top.
And up top is easy to get to, actually, with the crowbar right there. You could just rip the crowbar out of its spot, and you could probably climb up through here.
Sure, I'll do it.
Yep. Easy enough to do from this side. Popping out, you find this is it looks like a dark and dirty kind of alleyway in like a poorer end of town. That's about a quarter mile away from the actual spot where the spiders and everything burst out of the ground. Looked like you might have been trying to do maximum damage by getting the spiders collected here and then moving them over to the market so they could burst out and do as much damage as possible. But you guys climb out. After a couple of minutes, you kind of come across a soldier who's kind of just kind of sitting there casually, kind of just walking or pacing back and forth, and then kind of catches a look at your group and just like gets a little eyes wide, like,
quick, get him.
He kind of like leans to the main roadway and like does a wave. It's like, what you got there, friends?
I do have one thing I want to do before we even leave.
Oh, sure.
I want to go back and get my pauldron that got punched off.
Oh, yeah.
By the Eldritch Blast.
You grab your armor piece.
Yeah, good memory.
Yep.
The piece that got knocked off.
Yeah.
That's the way armor.
You do okay. You do go back and grab your chunk of your plate mail. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, then we see the guard.
Yep.
Oh no, guard, catch him. He's gonna get away.
He's dead.
Sir, you're carrying him.
Bud points to
Right.
Should we put our weapons down? Are we suspects?
He's like, the guy's just like, what?
It's okay. Sarcasm can go over some people's heads.
Oh yeah. It's just like, so why are you carrying a dead man through the street?
He's not dead.
I'll check him.
Okay. Check him.
Medicine check.
Medicine check.
Ooh. Oh, that's a nat 1. That is a nat.
We specifically didn't kill him.
Boys, he's sleepy. Keep it down. He's very tuckered out after our fight.
Borg agreeing, like, we're like, we did not kill him. We just, he just
Put him
looks at
to
it.
sleep.
He kind of looks at it and he goes like, it appears he's been bleeding out probably for a while here, and
Oh, come off, man.
How tightly did we wrap him?
Stabilized him before tight.
No, how
nobody
tightly did
made
we
such
wrap
a
him?
declaration. No.
I thought
We
about
have to-
doing it, but I didn't. Because I figured we were
You
wrapping
do-
him in rope.
You do have to say that you are using specific skills to stop someone from dying.
True.
But if
or
I got
spells.
my hand cut off, would I bleed out? Is that?
Yeah,
count?
probably.
Yeah, probably.
Where
Yeah.
in the book does it say that that's what happens?
We never stabilize him after cutting both his arms off. But
Yeah, it's
in
more-
in wrapping the rope,
I believe
we
it's
didn't
act-
have to stabilize him.
We tied that rope tight enough to
how
be a
tight?
tourniquet.
Well, how tight did we tie it? I mean, did we?
Tight enough for him not to escape.
I don't know if we
He
did.
kind of couldn't escape because he didn't have access to fingers anymore.
Whatever. If he's dead, he's dead. Who cares?
Yeah.
There was a moment of Regan like, no, we went to like bring him in alive, and you go check him and realize like
Yeah.
nobody took any effort to make sure that would happen. So he's currently dead.
I'm breathing too. Just yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Jeff, my character blinks. Just letting you know.
You have to say you're using a spell or a skill to stop someone who's bleeding out from dying. Or even to
But it's
check that he was
just
bleeding out.
Anytime we take, someone hit me with an arrow, I would be bleeding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't
You
use
pulled the
medicine
arrow
if I'm
out.
not bleeding?
Anytime,
Well-
anytime you guys do 80 damage to someone with 70 hit points, you are going to have to declare
I
that you're...
specifically asked if he got dropped, and you said no.
Yeah, at the time that was true.
And then
you hit him again.
Chopped him. Yeah.
No.
How about this? There are priests at my temple who can speak with dead people. It's
Oh
a
god, can
ritual
we not
can
open
do.
that Pandora's box? Resurrection.
Good
Let's keep
thinking,
Resurrection as far away from this campaign as possible.
We could always ask him questions.
He
That's
just
right.
keeps screaming about the void. What's going on here?
Oh, God.
Just an option. He caused a lot of damage. Maybe someone might want to revive him in a ritual.
The guard Med's like, don't worry, we have ways around it. And he kind of turns to Borg like, as you know, there are options to get information even from the dead. All right, let's get over to Lady Olios.
Follow the yellow brick road. These goblins jump out. Follow the yellow brick road.
Mr. Sandman, make a medicine check so hostages don't die. All right. Quickly enough, you guys make your way back over to Lady Olios, bringing in the body of Ur'Durz, or whatever we called him. Ur'Durz.
I got a
Ur'Durz,
question though, real
Ur'Durz.
quick.
Sure.
So if I killed him when I cut his hand off, why was he calling out to the Spider Queen, and why did we gag him?
Make a medicine check.
It's a little late for that medicine check.
8.
8. You do not know why he was able to do that. All right. So you guys travel back over. Lady Oleos is just inside the tower. She seemed to have gotten word that you guys were on your way, and sees you like lay down the body of the man, and he'd be like, reports would. She kind of turns to the guard and go, get one of the men who saw him burst in and fought him off, and is like, it's already done, ma'am. Identity's been confirmed, and it's like, very good. Any idea what happened to that cloak he had? Matches yours, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I don't know. We didn't notice. I didn't look for it.
Oh, all right.
Oh, so
Make a deception check, because I think you saw what happened to it.
Did I?
He crammed it inside.
He
the
shoved it through.
I was like, somebody saw him shove it into the hole. I thought it was Ur'Durz.
A few of us saw. Or was it just him?
I thought it was Ur'Durz that saw it.
Oh, it was Ur'Durz.
Yeah.
It was only
So
Ur'Durz.
deception check from Ur'Durz.
Okay, I saw him put it through a hole.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that he did that. You know.
Oh my
That
god.
one.
Oh my god.
Oh my. She's like, oh, a hole in the. Couldn't you just pull it out of the hole?
There's
Or-
a portal.
A portal. That would explain how he got.
And I'll point at Borg and his bronze ring.
I hold it up.
She
This
got-
was the thing.
She
That was
gestures for it. It takes it and inspects it. It goes, interesting. It kind of pulls it around to like spots you didn't inspect that well from your roll, but says, oh, there's some runic symbols associated with teleportation. This makes sense. All right then. He turns to the get a priest who can talk to the dead, and we'll get some more answers. Thank you all very much. You've done a fine service for the city, and we'll make sure word gets out to the guard to stop trying to find someone with basically your description, so Mr. Ur'Durz can go about his business without getting hassled.
Yeah, one of them caught me.
That asshole. I will look into it. All right. She goes, I hope he had some things that you claimed and as value, but I think it also deserves at least a token from the city. She goes over to her desk. It was, this is the entirety of my per diem, so excuse me that it's not more. And she hands 100 gold to each of you.
Hey.
As you get a chance to, before you guys head out to go count the whatever coin you found in the backpack, it's like, is there anything else I could do for you, or should I bid you a good day?
Well, I suppose, is there anything else that you need us to do?
No, I'll be having a priest come in to interrogate the dead man, and we'll see if he has anything of interest to us on this matter.
Ur'Durz, is that something you wanted to ask him? He was your dad, yeah?
No, it was just some guy that I worked with.
With a name like Ur'Dans, and you're Ur'Durz, and you two unrelated?
Top Goblin business.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
What? Did he have a weapon on him? Did we take that?
Yeah, he had a pair of, like, they were nasty looking, but there was no, like, enchantment on them whatsoever. They were just a pair of longswords.
Okay.
He was pretty handy with them, when he could roll above a 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So you guys just, like, head out, go over to, like, a nearby tavern type thing for some food and mead.
Yeah.
Opening up that backpack to take a closer look, you guys count out 2,400 copper pieces, 1,100 silver pieces, and 30 gold pieces, along with the scroll and the pair of potions.
All right, boys. Here
And
we go.
you do see the tall furry man from Lynn's enchantments hanging out there. Also, looks like he's got some kind of like mushroom stew or something that he's eating, and he kind of gives a look of recognition and goes, "Oh, hey there, you guys are. I saw you earlier. How are you doing?" Some of y'all look a little injured, a little worse for wear.
Doing pretty good, Pumo-san. How about you?
It's Pumat Soul, thank you.
Pumat, oh, my mistake.
Not a problem. Pumat's fine. Mr. Soul would be a little formal for this situation. I just having some lunch and maybe a drink before I get moving along with my business. How are the rest of you doing?
Pretty well, all things considered.
Looks like your armor took a hit there.
I wanted to talk to you about that. So
Oh, sure.
I bought this armor from a gentleman, and I kind of like pull out the pauldron. And he told me it was magically enchanted. He said that it wasn't, maybe not as good of an enchantment as he was thinking it was.
Wait, pull out the what?
I'm sorry, you cut out. What was that?
The piece of armor that came off.
Yeah, the pauldron.
And you're wearing the rest of it, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, sure, let me just, if you don't mind me joining you, I can do the ritual over here.
Absolutely, come on over.
Takes it, and you guys are, two of you are massive, like 7 to 8 feet tall, and he's around a little over 7 feet, and kind of, but not as built as even Borg, but
Even Borg. I'm a big burly orc. You take
he's
that
pretty
back.
burly, but compared to Bud, he's just sort of, he's just a guy.
That soup looks good. Would they Pullman that soul?
He's kind of using one hand to do this like magic ritual, and the other he like picks up the whole bowl and. Oh, it's pretty good. I think they're using some sort of animal for the base broth, and then the mushrooms for flavor. It's working out pretty good. Let's see here. Says something you're not totally understanding.
That's pretty good.
As he waves his hand, about 10 minutes of him doing a ritual goes by and goes, "Oh, okay, so they were trying to make like a cast-off armor, but they really messed it up. Yeah, this is pretty shoddy work. I would have just thrown this right back in the fire, personally. No disrespect meant for you and your purchase here. So yeah, it looks like whenever you do get hit, a chunk of this armor is gonna fly off, losing some of its protection. Looks like they should snap back on at dawn. Well, it looks like some of these. Yeah, see, he kind of flips it over, and there's some of these like metal beads that have been worked into the armor. Yeah, say these beads here are supposed to cause the armor to come off of you instantaneously, but instead they've been sort of reverse polarityed, and instead the armor comes back together when at dawn. So should get back to normal functionality at the start of the day.
Interesting.
Yeah. You'll want to avoid getting hit, but I guess that's kind of the point anyways.
True. Avoid getting hit is the name of the game.
Happy.
Do you know any way to fix this by chance?
Oh, I'd be happy to help, but fixing an enchantment like this will take some time and effort and gold that I frankly don't have on me. What I'd recommend is commissioning an enchanter in the area for probably somewhere in the range of, I'd say, if they charge you more than 1,000 gold pieces, then they're probably trying to rip you off. But yeah, you could redo this and get it enchanted right up to be a normal bonus to protection or something. The base, the base workmanship on the armor is pretty good. So don't let them swindle you too much on it.
Ooh, well, I appreciate your help, Mr. Pumat Soul.
Indeed. Not a problem. Any other rest of you need some services? I'm gonna be here for a bit so I could identify things.
Bud would say to the barkeep or whatever, "Pour me that soap, also."
The bar kind of looks at you, doesn't get it, and it's just like pours a mug of ale and grabs a bowl of soup. Seems to be the standard lunch.
Thank you. Gives him some
gold
and a tip.
A gold would definitely serve as a tip. And goes,
yeah,
"Oh,
gold.
you meant for the table. All right, I'll be right back," and walks away.
Sure.
So,
you look like you're having a grumpy day, Lister Hobgoblin man. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Just saved the town. Got a food cuts here and there, but
Oh, well, you deserve some salutations then from the local folk. I hope they do so.
thanks.
So, boys, just breaking it up. Everyone here gets 600 copper, 275 silver, and 8 gold pieces.
That's a nice distribution of coin you're doing. A fine day's work, probably.
Oh,
What
yeah.
was that one more time? Sorry.
600 copper, 275 silver, and 8 gold pieces.
And there were plenty of pouches for everybody to have, like a copper pouch and a silver pouch and a gold pouch and all that.
Lots of pouches. Take a pouch. You have a pouch. You have a pouch.
So you can fit about 300 individual coins in a pouch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of fun smashing spiders and such down in the sewers.
Oh, yeah. Spiders in the sewers, I tell you. About a year and a half or 2 years ago, there was quite a problem with that over in my neck of the woods. Some guards got eaten and killed by some sort of like magic spider that could phase in and out of existence.
That sounds horrifying.
Oh yeah, it was
Sorry
real
you had
bad.
to deal with that.
I didn't deal with it. They hired some adventurers to go in there and take care of it. They did fine. Some of them brought back some interesting enchantments and gear and things, and we got that all figured out.
That's wonderful.
It was a good time.
Thankfully, ours weren't too big. They didn't phase in and out of existence, as you said.
Oh yeah, I guess some kinds of spiders that are tied to the ethereal plane can kind of pour it in and out as they see fit. Can be real tricky to get them smashed because you gotta kind of like hang out and wait for them. Like, like that.
So I got a question. One more question. I pull out the 2, because you said that there were 2 potions that we found in the backpack, right?
2
They're the
vials, yeah.
pages.
Huh?
Do you know what kind of potions these are? I figure this might be more of an alchemy type thing, but
He literally just like, he just looks at it and goes, oh, that's a basic healing potion right there. You can tell by the viscosity and the coloration, that's just a regular old healing potion there. So you got two regular old healing potions.
Oh, outstanding.
I charge about 50 gold for those back in my area.
Wonderful.
Not a bad find.
Hand one to Chucholito, and I toss one in between Bud and Ur'Durz, and I want them to make a dex check to see who grabs it.
I would say each of you could roll initiative to see who can grab the vial.
One of you catch!
11.
11.
10.
Ooh. Ur'Durz, make a dexterity-based attack roll, and don't roll on that one.
Oh no!
15.
15. You kind of like instinctually just bam, like to grab it really quick, and it was more than that one was more about whether or not you like miss it and pull your hand away without actually grabbing it. Like go bam, like to take it and your hand's away, but the potion's still there. But yeah, you grab it. So Chucholito and Ur'Durz have a regular healing potion.
Yay.
Yay. That's to use on you if you really, really need it, or to use on me in case I go down.
Yerp.
Wow.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's right.
So it's mine, but it's yours.
It's
I'm just
mine,
carrying
but
it.
you're holding it for me. You carry it. It's heavy, and I want you to carry it, and I don't want to carry it, so... That makes sense, right?
Right.
Ur'Durz.
Well, it's this has been a really interesting lunch. Is there anything else I could do for you, fine fellows, before I get going?
I wonder, is there anything that we could do for you, Mr. Soul?
Oh, I don't know. I'm always looking to, how do you say, supplement my wares. Getting back, looking to open a new shop. Frankly, I don't mean this with any kind of disrespect whatsoever, but I highly doubt I'll be setting shop up here from what I've seen. It seems there's a lot of giant spider incursions and various dangerous monsters and creatures all over the place here, so I might be looking to set up either back in Zadash. Probably not for a secondary location in the same city is gonna be a problem, but I bet I could set one up over in. I got an open invitation to a city in Tal'Dorei to get set up for, so I'll probably do that. Unless
How
I see some
adventurous are you?
amazing location on my way out of town, that is.
We've been hired to take care of the spider problem. So,
Oh, I understand. My comments are more related to the consistency with which horrible monsters attack. It's not the best for my kind of business. I like a little more stability where I'm selling. So, no, again, no, respectfully to all of you, I don't want to come off as some kind of disrespectful person about it. I just looking out for my own business interests. I do run business for profit.
It would be pretty risky, but you could come with us. We're escorting a new colony.
I've had my fill of walking with the adventurers for this kind of thing. It kind of points to a scar that kind of comes down from like the back of his ear, kind of forward on his neck. He goes, I'm not opposed to punching some demons, but I've had quite my fill for the recent history.
Sure.
If I get the itch again, though, maybe I'll look you guys up.
Maybe you will, and I hope you do.
Do you have a... And he goes to, like, shake hands as he's gonna head out. He's just like, do y'all have a group name I should be aware of?
The Bad Dads.
Buds.
I heard Buds, and I heard the Bad Dads.
I said buds, but
Buds. Oh, I get it.
I don't know if that's official. I'm just trying it out. It seemed to work. It
Buds,
felt right.
Bad Dad, Buds.
The Bad Dad. We'll go with the Bad Dads. If I hear that name, I'll know it's you. Alright, well, I think it's probably time to go. I've been waiting for my... And you see another one of the exact same guy, like, walk in the door and go, hey, the cart's all ready to go. We can get moving anytime you like. Okay, thanks, me. Well, I gotta go, guys. It's been nice. Y'all have a good day. And it turns to follow the exact
Do I
copy
know
of
what
him.
he's doing there?
What
Huh?
the F?
Thanks me.
Thanks, me.
What does Bud think is going on there?
Make an Arcana check.
It's 7.
7. Yeah, no frame of reference for what the hell this would be. It's it's not an illusion because it opened the door, so it's
okay.
physically there. But
Thanks me.
aside from that, because facial feature-wise, it is an exact duplicate of him. And then, well, although without, it doesn't have the scar on the side of the head. And has a very similar outfit, but like a change of clothes when you had bought several of the same sets of clothes. So it's very similar looking in the clothing department, but it is like the same guy, as far as you can see. Just like wearing slightly different stuff.
I'm not gonna ask too many questions about that. I don't know what that was about. Chucholito, you're awfully quiet. How's your mushroom and beef soup?
The soup is fine, and I hate that guy.
Never changed, Chucholito.
There
Never
are two things
changed.
you hold court for, and that's salesmen and magicians, and he's both. And he's so pleased with himself.
How dare he be happy?
Alright, so he has left with his duplicate, whatever's going on with that, and, yeah.
I'm gonna need to recover my health.
Yeah, you guys finish at least a short rest right there.
Me too.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna go out adventuring. I think I'm gonna call it a day there and wait till the next morning to at least reattach my armor.
Gotcha.
In case you were wondering.
Good.
In case that's what you meant.
And Borg is still sitting on that scroll that he found in the backpack.
Oh! I open it up. I take a look at it.
Make an Arcana check.
Mark specialty. Oh, is 22 gonna do it?
It does. Without having to burn it or anything, you look at the runes, especially with your background, you are pretty aware of. This is a scroll of identify. So the identify spell locked up into a scroll. You imagine, and with the 22, you realize this is probably best used by a wizard who's looking to add the spell to their spellbook so that they can do it as a ritual cast. Burning it just to know what one item is maybe not the best use of it. So yeah, whoever has a ritual book and wants to add that to it, this would be a great source for that spell.
How ironic it would have been if I went and got this identified by the identifier. Well, this is identified.
On the upside, it probably wouldn't have taken them a use of the identify spell. They probably would have just like looked at it and been like, "Oh yeah, I can read the runes." It's a
right.
All right, yeah, you've got a scroll of identify. You guys are sitting on some coin with a couple of injuries and stuff, but short rest can heal up most of those injuries. Anything else you wanted to do with the day before heading back over to where you guys have been making camp?
Can any of you read this scroll? I've seen Ur'Durz, you've done some crazy shadow stuff. Despite being trained in the arcane, I can't really use this spell. I don't have a spell book to put it in. I've got my holy notes, but that's something completely different.
Yeah, you have to pass an Arcana check to use it?
Make an Arcana check.
You failed. You used this.
You catch 22.
Accidentally know what I'm doing.
1.
1. You have never used a scroll. You don't know how to use scrolls. You might be able to try and use it, but you don't know any information about how that stuff works.
I'll tell you what, boys. Let's just sit on it for a while. Let's circle back, hit it later.
Does Ur'Durz have Arcana, the skill?
No.
No? Okay, yeah. With the Nat 1 especially, yeah, he has no idea what's going on. He's just like, it's a scroll. I don't know.
It's paper with words.
Right.
Well, I'm going to put it in my backpack. We'll take a look at it later. I'll put in here 1 scroll of identify. Nope, nothing else I want to do.
Cool. Alright. So, with nothing else going on, you guys make your ways back to your camp, kind of where you hang out with the camels and the wagon that you've got set up, where the very large tortoises have been loaded up with settlers and whatnot. You could all make a perception check as you get over there.
17. Negative.
17.
7.
7.
14.
14.
Ah! Everybody but Bud kind of takes note that there's a man talking to the guard that you guys have usually talked to for getting things set up and whatnot in this camp area. Heavily wounded, seems to still be like, at first it seems like just like an injured man who's like brushing off his coat, but Chucholito, you kind of recognize that he's knocking like ice and frost off of his overcloak, implying he must have like got hit with some kind of ice blast. But you can see someone kind of in distress talking to that head of the guard, who is all up over there.
Well, that guy looks like he had a rough go of it.
You also notice the large, looks like a seafaring vessel that is currently parked on the side of the hill, along the way, and it's probably like 200 feet away from you guys, and it looks like there are goblins hanging from the rigging, some who have come down who are setting up they're putting like batons in the ground with ropes that are pulled taut to kind of looks like they're trying to set up to keep this thing stable on dirt when it's not built to just sit on dirt. It is a boat. It's meant to be in water.
Chuchi, you want to talk to those guys? Or would Bud have seen the ship, or he didn't notice?
Bud would have seen the ship. The ship is pretty hard to miss.
Chuchi.
I mean, I'm sure they speak common, but okay. If you don't want to talk to goblins, that's on you.
No, I mean,
No, I get it.
I'm
No,
trying.
that's fine. I'll go talk. You wouldn't want to talk to goblins. I get it.
These
I am a
these
type of
cops are
goblin.
racist for lumping all of the hobgoblins together. Hey, goblin, go talk to the other goblins.
Listen, I was giving those guards a hard time. We're all sort of racist if you think about it. Now, keep in mind, bugbears are a type of goblin. So, of course, I can speak goblin. What I'm saying is...
you have goblin friends. You can say that word.
What I'm saying is, I'm wondering if you're interested or not. You just totally dismissed that furbulk, dude.
I mean, here's the thing. We've had a whole day. We're back in camp. If you want to throw your lot in with these goblins in their boat, I will be in the back of the line ready to shoot anyone.
If they're anything like you, I'd love to say hi.
All right. So, who's going where? Who's everybody going one way or another way or what?
I'm just kind of hanging back with Ur'Durz and being like, bugbears, right? That's all I'm doing.
Okay.
Sticking with the group.
Okay.
I'm following the group.
Gotcha. So it's between Chucholito and Bud. Where's the group going?
It's up to you, Chuchi.
I mean, we can go talk to the goblins.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you guys,
Clear
talk to
the
them.
story, huh?
as you walk up, there's one who, in particular, a little rare to see, but not unheard of, is there's a furry goblin. Just long hair from everywhere, just like out the face, out the arms, everywhere. Seems to have all been dyed blue, with like the roots showing a bit underneath. Parrot on the shoulder. The leg. The leg is a couple of rods connected by some sort of like gem orb with like a flat paddle that's working as a foot, but it's moving like a normal leg essentially, and then one hand missing with a hook. It's like with those of you that speak Goblin, just hear this excited little Goblin pirate captain dude just being like, "Fix the rigging! Don't forget to fix that sail! We were adrift for a good half an hour!" And you see these other goblins running around the ship kind of making repairs and getting supplies situated and whatnot. Sees you all approaching and kind of you see it kind of like with his hooked hand, he kind of makes a gesture at a rope nearby, and you see the rope just like float over to him, and then he like grabs one hand and like hooks it, and then like slides down the rope to the ground and walks up to those of you guys approaching. And he's like in common, just like, "I see you all approaching, my fine vessel. Are you looking for a ride southward?"
Are we looking for a ride southward? I don't know.
Well, we've got to go with the tortoises to set up the camp. But
Oh, why take a slow-moving tortoise when you can just sail down the waterway, flying into the air if you need to?
it sounds very expensive. It's quite luxurious and big.
I mean, it'll be a little more expensive than walking, but my fine Captain Black Sparrow, is here to help with this fine expedition that we've heard of.
Oh.
You see, he gestures, and looking up to the helm of the ship, you can see a black kenku in like a very fancy, like pirate's jacket with a little with a small like short sword on the side and some sort of odd contraption device with like leverworks and things in like a breast sort of like a breast holster pocket, and it just seems to be like just staring out into the distance southward at the helm of the ship.
Hello, how are you?
Calls back down. Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. I asked you first. How are you?
I'm fine.
All right. Okay. Thank you. I've never actually seen one before.
Yeah, there's a gesture towards you going, I've never seen one before.
You're blue. You're blue.
It's not natural. I get it. There's a flower that gets on the the eastern side of the mountains over there, that just on the swamp side, and you can harvest and grind it down. We didn't get a batch this time around because of some damage we took over the mountains. So
Well, the hair
get a
looks
chance
good.
it's fine. I'm a little self-conscious about it.
No, the hair looks good. Look at me. I mean, the hair everywhere. The more, the merrier.
It's fine. I'm sorry if I overreacted. I'm having
No,
a
it's
bad
fine.
day. Anyways,
Well, what are you in town for?
I sort of told you. Well, we've heard of this settlement's excursion southward to some sort of ruins to settle. And, well, we've decided to take our fine ship and get a little ahead of the situation and see if there's, some sort of fine treasures and horrible beings that need to be purged from the city in order to make things easier for your settlers and things. If we happen to find some great treasure while we're there, who are we to stop?
Now, what was the name of the place that we were heading to? Because
Lake Nene.
Lene was going to be the name of the settlement along the lake. So there's a ruins that's been spotted along the lake southward. That seemed like a good spot to start a settlement. So it's easier to it's sometimes easier to build at ruins than it is to build in like open area.
Gents, I knew we were heading towards the lake, but I didn't think that we'd be going to the same place. What do you say? We could take an airship there.
The lake's a mere 10 miles or so down the river past Asarius, so pretty quickly we could get onto the lake and then sail along it. More likely, we could use our fine state-of-the-art hover technology to sail above the lake, although sometimes we take a side breeze and then you can get blown off course and then into some trees or some hills and things and take damage.
I can imagine.
Needs to stop and be repaired for several weeks. Anyways,
I'm sure that got you blue.
I don't appreciate puns. Moving on. You've been quiet. Hobgoblin, sir?
I don't know. I just kind of follow the group sometimes.
Oh, fair enough.
Well, we certainly don't need passage. Specifically, we were hired to ride the turtles to make sure that all the common folk don't, get brutally murdered.
Oh, well, we'll go first and then take all the treasure. Good luck.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you can take any treasure I haven't seen. Schrodinger's treasure. I don't care. It's not mine.
Exactly.
How much longer until they said they were gonna leave?
It's about 2.5 weeks or so. 2.5, 3 weeks.
We still
before they
have
head out.
that much time.
And then it's another
we could
month
go.
before they get there because the turtle goes so slow. So these guys may very well have like a month and a half to like explore the ruins that are there and take whatever they want. Yeah.
We could have a month and a half.
I mean, we could go with them. What do you all think?
Yeah. We could even walk back.
Yeah.
If you're looking to join the crew to come down and gather treasure and things, it's very simply a non-paid position, and if you find treasure, we split it amongst the group nearly evenly, except of course for Captain Black Sparrow getting his cut. And you see the Black Sparrow just regally standing, like one kind of like crow leg up on a banister. That as you look up at the banister, you realize it's made for goblin-sized people. So it's like one of you guys, the banister would only come up to like your knee or so. But he's got one
What's
leg
his cut?
up on it. I mean, he does all the math and things for that, so you gotta have to talk to him.
Well, I think if you guys are down for it, I am too. We could get there faster.
Yeah,
What say you?
and possibly get some gold.
If you mean to come along with us, that's totally fine. We'll figure it out with the captain. We just gotta set up some of our supplies and things. We'll be here for a couple of days, making repairs, reteaching Bonds how to fly. And you see one of the goblins just like get back to like repairing the side of the ship.
Oh, Bonds. Oh, Bonds. All right, yes, maybe. We'll consider it. We'll talk about it. Maybe we'll be back.
Check
Maybe
in
not.
in the morning. Sometimes Captain Black Sparrow likes to head out in the middle of the day, or sometimes he likes to take off at sunrise. It depends on his whims.
All right, we will be back maybe then. Maybe.
Very well.
Well, boys, I could use some rest. I am tired. I am beat. My armor is literally falling apart.
Same.
As you guys head over to your camp area, you see the that captain of the guard approaching you guys. Says, so it's still going to be another couple of weeks before we're heading out. A few settlers have taken it upon themselves to try to head there first to get the best patches of farmland and housing and whatnot, which we've actively discouraged them doing, safety in numbers, so to speak. But sounds like several have been killed on the road. Reports are there's a pair of wormling white dragons being led by some sort of other flying beast that is just spraying the people as they go by. Obviously, this would be a problem when we get moving for the settlers, so I believe that's what you've been hired to do, frankly, and it'd be nice for you to be able to go check it out at some point.
We might fly by.
Interesting.
Very good, very good idea. Maybe we'll check that out.
Good. It's getting late in the day, so I don't expect you to head out in the middle of the night, because it looks like some of you could use a bed down. We've gotten some more proper tents set up if you'd like to set yourself up in one of those in case some rains come through.
Yeah. Thank you.
Very good. Well, kind of nods and turns and leaves. All right. Anything else you guys wish to discuss or accomplish?
No.
All right.
I'm ready for nights.
Ready for nights.
Good.
We will say you all get a spot in one of the larger tents that they've set up and get your long rest. Borg, in the morning, you do notice the armor you kind of have to take off to take your long rest. And in the morning, you notice that the piece that had been knocked off has like reattached itself into the correct place to then put the armor back on and be ready to go.
Okay. And it seems like it popped off on a hit, right? Because another attack missed me.
Yeah, there was an attack that missed, that it actually will hit the armor technically, but bounced off without causing. But if, whenever hits get through, they get through by knocking off a piece of armor.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Before we start another day, that might be like a perfect time to call it for me.
That's same thought.
Yep.
Woo!
Same deal. All right, y'all. Well, you found Ur'Durz, took him down, ending these spider incursions. From the looks of things, he was using that little portal device to bring in spider eggs and then rearing them in the sewers and attacking the city. So, saviors of Asarius, somewhat. I mean, they fought him off okay last time. That's probably...
Well, it's like we were able to make the second curve also drop.
Right? Yeah. Should be good to go. I'm gonna hit the stop streaming button and the stop recording button.